a place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that'd be just swell. How are we? How are we? Have I done everything? Probably not. Probably not. Who have we got? Tomash. Yes, unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a result that was. Good result for Norwich as well yesterday. So one of the players packing to Northern Ireland. Back home to Derry, so it is. Yeah, the Great Escape could be on. Out to the bottom now. I said you would be. Managers come in and seem to have got you playing better football with a bit more belief as well. Hang on, where are we? A lot more belief. We are talking football. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Dink dank do. The hat, the famous hat. Loud and clear, good stuff, good stuff. Hello to Steve Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. And Ruby Roo too. Absolutely. How are we all? How's things? I'm tired. I'm shattered. I started falling asleep on the sofa. I set an alarm specifically for this stream, and then next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. It went off. Oh shit, I have to run in here quickly. So I've done loads today, but not as much as I'd like to do. Also, there is no shelving unit behind me. I have been exhausted and had poor sleep for over a week now. And there's been other stuff had to go on, so yeah. At some point it'll be done. At some point. Another home game on Tuesday as well against Zetzi Leeds. So I'll have to sort something out for that. I haven't booked any time off. I might have to take a half day for that one. And I've also got me appointment out. Do you know what I might do? I might take a half day on Tuesday. Half day's leave. And a half day on... Is it Monday? Can't be Monday. Oh, so it's a week on Monday, is it? Sure, is it? 26th. Yeah. So I'll have to take a half day on the Tuesday, and I think a half day on the Friday as well, isn't it? When I go in for my hospital. I need to book that tomorrow, or some point this week anyway. And we've got, is it three more 3 o'clock kickoffs after that? But they're all going to get moved. Every one of them will be moved easily. Everton we won 1-0 at the Villa. Yes. Everton 0, Leeds 3. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, or Dominic Calvin-Lewitt, as a lot of people called him, with 4 goals. Yes, I did ask if there was anything else to do, and then I moaned when Mandy sent me the to-do list. Most of it's been done now. Most of it. Some is beyond my control, unfortunately. Or rather, fortunately, I suppose, isn't it? Which means I've done everything I can do. I think. It's bloody hot. I know I'm wearing a hoodie and everything. And also, I'm still zoomed in, aren't I? Why am I so zoomed in? I've not had a look. I've not really looked into anything this week. I've been so tired. Monday 26th, there you go. Yes, so it is the 26th, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so it's Monday, Friday, I'll need 2 half days. So I have to make sure that I order. You can't order a day off. You book a day off. I'll make sure that I book my day off. I'll book a half day each day. I'm still owed a privilege day as well. We got a day for the Queen's birthday, well, for the King's birthday now. A privilege day, so I'll split that in half. I think I'll have 2 half days, Monday and Friday next week. Not the week coming, the week after. Only the Prince scores 4 against Everton. Effing Okoku, yes. Perfectly named. That was a nightmare. I'm still waking up in a cold sweat after watching that. There's a few players bring me out in cold sweats. He's one of them. Ian Wright, Les Ferdinand, Alan Shearer. Nightmare. Big respect to all of them though. Good players, man. Been commentating on. I've not watched any of the African Cup of Nations at all, but I've heard him doing commentary on the Premier League and things like that. Quite an erudite young chap, isn't he? Effin. Well spoken. Not loads of ums and ahs and over the moons and sick of parrots and stuff like that. Sick as parrots even. My head's massive on portrait. Thank you very much. I don't know what it is. Have I done something? I can't even be bothered. I'll sort it out at a later date. Do I just move back slightly? But then I'm miles away, aren't I, from pressy buttony things. Go Peaky Blinder. Alright, skip. Christine, Charlie Bravo 04. Charlie Bravo 04. Drink. What kind of drink you wanting? What kind of drink you wanting? And Tom Ash behind the bar to begin with. Where am I? That's the one there. And Piggly Ding set. You've just missed a footy graphic. We'll play it again though. We'll play again, Sam. Run it, Sam. Back of the net. Bing bang, A fruity drink. Would you like a huache? That's fruity. Do your huache. See, you don't get much more fruity than that, do you? Look at that. That's your 5 a day in one big hit. Oh, no, get off. Wrong button. Wrong pissing button. Yum, absolutely. Lovely stuff. I am all over the place today. I do apologise. Fuck's sake. What was I meant to do today? But I've had 2 days where I've had relatively good sleep. So hopefully, if I sleep well again tonight, I'll have done all right. Doesn't hurt to do the graphic again. It never hurts to do the graphic again. Yeah, I had a look when I woke up this morning. I thought, is it a beach day? And I looked out the window and I thought, it is not a beach day. Rain, I don't mind. The kind of rain that we had today is not good to be going down the beach. You would say hello to Christine, but I'll let you do this afternoon, but she'll probably ignore you again. Oh, have you been ignoring our Steve-O, have you? Disgraceful behaviour. Casper, good evening. Must have bobbled off before you saw Steve. Or you were too busy doing something else in the meantime, weren't you? Stream on, but paying attention somewhere else. I get like that quite a lot. We was Sam's live yesterday, weren't we? Jeff was watching Sam's live. Nick was watching Sam's live. Unfortunately, Jess had other ideas for Nick. So while I was doing that, while I was happily watching the live, I got a text, then I got a call, then I got a text. You sorted out my label yet, Dad? So I had to go running round to Argos, buy ink, come home, install ink, print labels off, drive to her house, hand over labels, have a go at her. Oi, car keys, bulb, now! And then I had to get outside and help her change the light bulb. How many people does it change? How many people does it take to change a light bulb? Well, I'd say 2, but it's 1.5, isn't it? 3 hands, 1 bulb, 1 pain in the arse. But it was lovely to see her. I didn't get a hug. I was covered in oil, otherwise I would have done really, wouldn't I? Were you stalking her? Oh, shots fired. No, just in the same space, weren't they? Should have been a TCAS warning with you two in the same aerospace. Yes. I'll probably get a message off her, won't I? Given that the only time she normally sends me messages is when I'm live. 'Cause she's a knob. Your Fiat headlamp bulb made a bulb of you as you tried to change it. I'm quite pleased though, because it was I say it was piss easy to do, it really was. There's a little rubber grommet which stops rain getting into it. Just pull that off. There's a little plug with the bulb in the end of it. Pull out, replace bulb, push back in, rubber grommet back on. When my dad wants to change his, it's a sealed unit pretty much. You've got to start taking things apart. Absolute pain in the hoop. Mine's a piece of piss as well, because they're old. Bring back more cars with easily fixable stuff at home. We've got cars now where they're going to be worth about, I don't know, £1,000 to £2,000 second hand, 10, 15 years old, 90,000 miles on the clock. £1,500, £2,000. Each actual front headlight is going to cost 1,500 quid to replace. It's stupid. It's not economically viable. It's just going to get thrown in the bin again, aren't we? She's a darling girl. She's a darling girl. You're watching Big Jet TV. Looked on the chat. See said person, said hello, and nothing back from said person. Disgusting behaviour. Sam, how you doing? We're just talking about you. It was a metal clip on yours that did you in. It's still easy compared to more modernish cars, but they are a knob of a thing to do, aren't they? Remember the good old days? Literally just used to get to the back of the light, take it out, put a new one in, put it back in, done. Sort of works like that on mine. The rear ones are a piece of piss. Even I can do them one-handed, the rear lights on my car. And then it comes down to, I think my dad's a more up-to-date Mini. What's his? Is 3 years younger than mine, and it's got sealed headlights and all kinds of shite. Pain in the hoop, and also it's a BMW, isn't it? Beat my Mini. More expensive than Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You like to take the piss. Yeah, as Steve does too, obviously. Sam and squirrels. Did somebody mention squirrels? Somebody mentioned squirrels. Your car is 11.5 years old, 72,000 of your King's English miles. Few quirks, but fastidiously maintained. Low tech, but runs. Economical. Nippy, easy to drive. and you get 1,500 quid for selling it. Just you keep it and run it into the ground until it actually falls apart underneath you. At which point you go and buy another one and do the same thing. Makes far more sense. Oh, he does. Yes, we know. Good though, isn't it? It's all part of the family, man. Come on, Louisa. Bet you're watching. Lulu Bellatini, where are you? Where are you? Let's be having you. Don't know whether to call you Christine on all chats or if you're in protective custody like Miss Bella T. I know it's a hard one, isn't it? What do we call her? Can we come up with a separate name for Charlie Bravo 04? Chazzy B. Like the fella out of Soul to Soul. Close anyway. Yes, how adorable was the squirrel. Thank you, Mandy. Looked better than you were expecting. It always looks better when it's on the big screen. Or when there's stuff actually going on. Rather than just a green screen. It looks way better. I am very, very impressed. Well done. Where is the yak woman? Where is she? Return of the yak. Oh my God. Gets a bit orcs. Some ladies think your Charlie is in Charles, as in Charles, Charlie, Charles. At which point do you start getting hit upon by not so lovely ladies. It was awesome squirrel action, has to be said. Is Vic okay? I was going to start singing Is Vic There, which is a punk song, isn't it, from the 70s. And is Jack okay? Is Jack over the worst of it now? Do we know? Uber cute. Well done. Well done. That's not the only thing we're going to see today either. No clues. No clues. Just saying. At some point, my computer is going to melt. Just saying that. No clues, no clues. All right, 2 words. It's a film. A film. Monty's not heard anything. Not heard anything, so there you go. Which does surprise me, to be honest with you. All right, there may be more than one thing extra as well. There was a plan as well for we have January for the Jeff calendar. February is in the works. The idea is to get 4 separate pictures and then you can vote for which one goes into the calendar. Unfortunately, I also need more credits, which will be tomorrow and Tuesday in the thingy-majig. You want a large carver? Oi, carve a banana. Jefe, El Jefe, it might be something might be Jeff related, yes. Fine taste. Carver, of course, is just champagne. That's not from the Champagne region, isn't it? Isn't it? If there was a problem, my mum would have let you know. So she just, no doubt she'll be really busy. And at some point soon, we will see blue sky, blue pool, 3 adorable dogs. Oh my God. 4 votes, absolutely. Is it Spanish? It is in the carver. What's the other one? There's different ones, isn't it? The Italian have got them as well, but it's different. Just can't call it Spanish. Can't call it champagne. It's not from the Champagne region. Does Jeff have blue squirrels instead of red ones? Ooh. Now there's a thought. Jeff squirrels. Gracias, Señor Tomás. Hey. Prosecco, that's the one. I couldn't think. I was thinking Asti, but that's just fairground shite, isn't it? Prosecco, that's the one. Sect is like a carver. Say what? Is that a euphemism? Hang on. Jeff's blue squirrels. Are you saying his nuts are blue? To be honest with you, if the rest of them is, they probably will be, won't they? Jeff's blue nuts. Jeff can animate his own blue squirrels. Unless, I don't know, would Would a filter, would a blue filter work for Jeff's blue squirrels? You like sect? It's hard to get. What? All I can hear in my mind now is, I want to sect you up. Snappo. Is that a drink as well? That sounds like a drink, doesn't it? Like a Greek champagne. Great minds think alike. Filthy minds think alike as well. And my throat's going early. I think I'll have a sip of dolphin-friendly Earl Grey. Splash of almond milk. One sweetener. Still hot. Sponsor me thermos, you bastards. More of which later. Sect. Creme de Bourgogne. Cream of Bourgogne. What is this peasant stuff? Why am I out the loop? Or am I just drinking Foster's down Wetherspoons at 9 o'clock in the morning? It is still hot. It's nice actually. It's hot in this room as well. And I didn't think it would be because the house has been fairly cool today. And by fairly cool, I mean I have been sat on the sofa covered by a blanket, which is why I fell asleep, to be honest with you. Sect is like Carver Prosecco. Where's it from then, Sect? Where about in the world? Bit of fizz, dink dank do, bit of fizz. Not my style, that. The only time I ever really had champagne and felt it was the right thing to do was on my wedding day. And look what happened there. Failed fucking miserably. But it seemed the right thing to do. We done a pub crawl from the church to the place where we have the reception, which was down Lord Street in Southport. Proper pub crawl. If anyone's getting married, by the way, that is the best thing to do. Never mind getting in a car. Get the entire congregation to walk down the street, all fully done up. Bits of, I don't know, what was it? What thought you throw at people? Ice? Is it ice? No, not ice. What's the rice? Bits of rice, confetti and stuff like that falling off you. Top hat and tails. Bouncing down Lord Street. It's a great idea. But on the flip side of that, don't get married. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Oh, you don't like the popping? So you wouldn't like Christmas? It doesn't show signs of stopping, but it brought some corn for popping. Ugh, I fucking hate that. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Can be bird friendly and use bird seed instead of rice. Never thought of that, you know. I think it was just confetti with us, rice paper, isn't it? Stuff that will, once it rains, and it rains all the time in the UK, even in August, it will just biodegrade. Cannot, fucking for the life of me, speak English today. Sect is from Germany and Austria. Right. So it's like Axis champagne, is it? Axis champagne. Dissolvable papers, they are good for that, aren't they? I think that was, it's been a thing over here for a while. It used to be rice, and then it used to be after that just paper, confetti, and then people got onto the fact that it wasn't healthy, not good for the environment. Just use something that's just piece of piss. You don't even have to do anything with it. Don't need to sweep it up. It will rain in the UK 5 minutes after you get married. In fact, it'll rain 5 minutes before you leave the church for your pictures, so, yeah. Also reminds me, I've still got my fucking big wedding photograph. It's in a massive frame. I shall ask the child if she wants it. Otherwise, what you do with it? What you do with those photos? Don't just throw them out, do you? Just throw them under the bed and hopefully at some point when you pass away, your kids or grandkids want to see them. I don't know. You tell me, got a fucking clue, bruv. Ali, oh. Birdseed, coast, gulls are bad enough with chips. Yeah, you don't want that anywhere near the coast. At a seaside town, the church was about, I don't even know if it's half a mile away from the sea. Well, half a mile away from the beach, 4 miles away from the sea, obviously. Don't want that. Know what I mean? One wouldn't want that. Hang on, has that stopped? I do believe it has. I do believe. Elio, Tom Ash is behind the bar. Keep an ear out for Piggly Ding and then we'll throw you up there, so to speak. So how are we all? How are we doing? Can you have a shooter and will you do all the shenanigans? What's a shooter? What? Or is that just the Dutch version of shots? Don't do shots. Why do people do shots? Used to piss me off that. We're going out for a quiet night out on a Tuesday or something. Tuesday in the middle of March. No reason whatsoever for anything. No reason for anything to be happening. Next thing you know, let's all do shots. Fucking hell, why? Why, Delilah? It's ridiculous. Tom, how was you? How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? And how's Domingos Duarte, el gato más guapo del mundo, eh? To get drunk faster. I don't want to get drunk fast. It's stupid. We want to spend like hours out with your mates, just chatting, having a laugh. Someone comes out and does shots and they go home within 2 hours and everyone else is absolutely wankered. It's pointless. It's stupid. Never drunk tequila. Stay away from it. It's evil, evil stuff. It's not even alcohol. I think it's Amazon frogs squeezed into a glass. Shots? No, stay away from shots. Yeah. Possibly to get your friends to drink something they otherwise wouldn't if it was any bigger than a shot. Yeah, something fucking lunatic. We don't want any of that. It's horrible. But also, while we're at it, let's pin Sam first. Sam has been pinned. Click, follow, subscribe, watch, all the other good stuff. Sambuca, the people who set fire to Sambuca, you are just burning off the alcohol, you shitbags. Just drink it neat. You're serving it from Jeff's navel. Oh, there'll be a queue round the block for that. Yeah, you have been pinned. Look at you. Oh, Jeff's navel, you say. Jeff's navel. Yeah, if you set fire to Sambuca, you are just burning off alcohol. So it's weaker and weaker as you let it go. If you leave it for long enough, whatever's left will just be water. Flavoured water. Which is why if you cook with wine, it burns the alcohol off and you get the flavour, but it's more, it's oozed down. Ellie's grand, so she is. Tom Ash is hired. Because you're the first one who's thought about serving shots out of Jeff's navel. Sweet Jesus. Sambuca, it is. Sam's surname is Buca. She is Eastern European by extraction. It should be. It would be a pretty good name, wouldn't it, for a... Well, yeah. Good name for all kinds of nefarious shenanigans, wouldn't it? Good stripper name, Sambuca. There you go. If you need money quick. Sorted. Yeah, it's a middle name. Her actual surname is Shots. Sambuca Shots. Performer. Yes, performer. I like that. That covers a multitude of sins, doesn't it, performer? I'm a stage performer. Doing what? Magic acts. Theatre work. Sliding down a pole. Covers everything. Definitely best to be ambiguous. Never tell them what you're doing. Yeah, Luca Chianti, Vinny Grappa, Keith Azul's Balkan mate, Sam Bucha. Jeff Snavel, oh I know. Yeah, your first pet and a street name you lived on. By the way, don't fall for that. Charlie Bravo 04. Your first pet and the first, or your pet's name, your first pet's name, the first street you lived on, your mother's maiden name, are all security questions for online banking, which is why that gets asked, so that people have a chance to then guess your banking details. They can also find your email address fairly easy. Don't ever give that one away, or if you are going to give it away, use completely made up stuff. Man, how's the book reading going on? Twinkle Blackwood, holy shit. That's the stripperiest stripper name I've heard in years. SFJ, sweet feckin' Jesus. Halfway Ali, oh I swear. BBC. Yes, I know I'm live, you absolute bell sweats. Yes, can I have the 3 numbers on the back of your card, please? And think of a number between 10 and 3, and that's how many pounds will leave in your bank account. You know what I'm saying? Wales gone mad. It is warm in here. Why is it so warm? Apart from I had the heating on earlier. And also, it's not that cold. I went off my walk earlier and it was sound, like. It's absolutely sound. I'll send myself another message, hang on. Bull cookies! Jeff shouting bull cookies. How has he managed to watch MASH? How are you watching MASH, Jeff? I want words. It is coming back though. Don't do bloody numbers. I'm trying to do numbers. Bare numbers, fan, but I'm not having it, am I? You're trying to get your phone to be in sync with the PC. Both vertical and horizontal on phone are delayed. It's mad, isn't it? Mad the way that works. I don't know why. You would think, wouldn't you? I mean, I know it's different between Twitch and YouTube. There's always a little bit of a delay with YouTube, but you'd just think it'd be the same. Am I menopausal? I am. I'm very menopausal. That'll be what it is. But it's been nice. It was raining, pissed down all day, but when I went for my walk earlier on, it wasn't overly cold. Yesterday was one of the best days I've had, going out for a walk. It was very little wind. It was dry. It was cool rather than cold. It was gorgeous, man. I managed to get a groove on, just like Stella. Very slight phone horizontal. Yes, I saw very slight phone horizontal support 8 mile radius in Toronto in 1972. You're menopausal too. I don't know what it is. I feel hot all the time. I feel like crying. I just want to eat chocolate. A lot of the time your phone is actually ahead. Not today. Not today, Satan. Yeah. That's what happens when you live in the manoverse. We get menopause. Man, your old tablet's about a second later than your new one. Is it because it's old and tired? Yeah, that manosphere thing. There's some horrible people in there. There's some horrible people in everything these days. Especially those fuckwits that think that you got to work 90 hours. What was I reading the other day? Can't even think what it is now. There's a name for it where they're expecting you to work 9 hours a day for 6 days a week because of AI. It needs more people working for longer. And everyone's being fantastic about it. Hustle culture. Hustle culture is shit. What's the point in hustling? Working 6 and 7 days a week, every hour that you can, to build up loads of cash and have a big watch on your arm or even your wrist. What's the point? You're letting life pass you by. All these people, American and Japanese are worse for it as well, actually. Japanese fellas having heart attacks at the age of like 38 because all they've done since they left uni is just work themselves into a grave. It's ridiculous. What are you doing, man? Take time out. Relax. Breathe. Go and stand on top of a mountain. Look around, see how beautiful the world is. Breathe in real air. At least we don't get the cold that you get over in Denmark. Tomorrow it's set to dip under zero for the foreseeable. What have we got? I think we're all right, you know. I am thankful for that. 6 degrees as we speak now. That's what we've got coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Right, so this week's alright. The week after, though, that's starting to look cold again, isn't it? There had a bit of snow on the Tuesday. Tuesday the 27th. The north wind shall blow and we shall have snow. Oh, what will poor Robin do then? That looks alright. What have we got? I don't want to sound like that because it sounds like Fred the Weatherman. The actual fucking turbo nonce. Can we fit in a sunset stream some point this week? Or is it all too cloudy? No, it looks like it's a bit too cloudy. Too cloudy. What have we got then? Oh, it's a bit worse over in Ireland. Look at that. Monday doesn't look good, does it? 6'1" on Monday. Sorry. Possible 1 degree. Terrible behaviour. Grab an umbrella. Rain likely to continue. In Ireland, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Hot and chocolate isn't for everyone. You're tired all the time. Oh. The manosphere has expanded way too much. Who was in charge of keeping those guys in the basement? And why did a bunch of them into the White House? It is mad, isn't it?
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding. Next. Go ahead, Ali Ali-o. You're on the bar, you're right now. Yeah, it is a bit weird, all those people in the White House. All the tough guys. I like the way they were with Zelensky. Just thinking they wouldn't have been like that if Klitschko would have been with him. Make Klitschko part of the team. He's already a politician. Just send him in there. See how tough they get when they've got someone who's 6'8" and there's nails in front of them. So you do that, the grabby handshake at that point. Fuck that, man. Dr. Steelhammer. Was that him? Can't remember which one it was. Stick to the shots and the carver. Don't care for chocolate and hardly have hot flashes. Casper, you've not been shipped out to Greenland. Not yet. Are you going to be there? Fred the Weatherman. Yeah, we do need a floating map. We do. There's loads of stuff that we need. I need to fix some stuff. I wonder if we could make one. I wonder if it's possible to make one with old TV footage and AI, perhaps. I don't know. Casper's not Special Forces. That's exactly what someone in Special Forces would say. I see you. Yeah. I have a lot of friends in Greenland suffering endless sleepless nights. Is that because it's light for 6 months of the year? It was 23 Fahrenheit overnight last night for you. It's cold, isn't it? First time that cold this winter. We. French, I like it. Yes. I was thinking along the lines of AI for that one, Mandy. That could be made with AI. Perhaps. 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 Holland have sent one man, so you're onto it. One big, massive Dutch fella. That's all you need, isn't it? Someone called Joost, 6'8". No, you cannot come here now. Please, 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 fuck off. Gone. There you go. Planes would turn around and everything. Drink, drink, girls, arse, feck. Why isn't drink working? Why is drink not working? Oh, there you go. Just taking its sweet, sweet time. What have we got? Another Huache, another one. Don't mind, we quite like Huache. Esther, did you send the Dutch giants? They're all Dutch giants, aren't they? Look at that. I would drink that, man. Worrying times. It is worrying times. The world's gone fucking mad. That's the problem with it. It's been some hard days for Danes and Greenlanders. Greenlanders don't want to be part of Denmark. But when you see the choice between Denmark and the US, it's firmly on the Danish side, isn't it? Don't want to be with them, but fuck me, we don't want to be with them either. Yeah. Let's avoid this. You want to say you can't believe you'll try to take Greenland, but see, the thing is with that, you might think it, but at some point the rest of the world is going to point out to them. You owe the rest of the world. It's one of the most indebted countries in the world, the US, propped up by the fact that the world trades oil in dollars. If people start asking for the money back and then start kicking Americans out of bases all over the world, you can't fly from the US to all over the world. And also, there's a lot of people in the rest of the world who are also pretty fucking good at fighting, to be honest with you. At some point, the penny will drop with Congress and they'll say, no, we can't have this anymore. He's an absolute dick. Putting American lives at risk. These poor lads who were joining the army, thinking that, oh, brilliant, we'll have the English, the Dutch, the Germans, the French with us everywhere we go. It'll be fantastic. No. The Dutch giant from Reach, he is a big lad, him, isn't he? He's what people in Southampton would refer to as, he's a big nipper, Esther, you are a midget. If I change the bar, none of the graphics will work. I did take that into account, to be honest with you, for some messing around purposes. It can be tested. Yes, and we could be mortal enemies soon. We could be. Mortal enemies. No. Chazzy B has just dropped to her knees there, like platoon style. No. So Esther had legs for days. That's me. I have legs for days. Yeah, it used to be him, didn't it? Just saying stupid things before he got elected. It's now completely possible. Nobody to rein him in. They will do at some point, though. What do you mean you don't want to be with Denmark? Most Greenlanders and Danes are related. Don't eat these divisive talking points. Most Greenlanders and Danes love one another. They might do, but they've also had, well, according to what people from Greenland themselves have said, about 80% don't want to be part of Denmark, but like 90% don't want to be part of the US. Just saying what they said, but maybe not. Illusion gone, there you go. Happy birthday in advance, or is it belated? Happy birthday to you. To you. Esther, you are short. Autofocus. You've got your mental image, there you go. Definitely no typical Nederlander. They're not all tall Dutchies. Especially if you pass them on the left hand side. It's not yet, is it, Steve-O? It's not yet. But it is, it's very Shaun Ryder, isn't it? It is coming up, it is coming up, it is coming up. Nothing wrong with being short, autofocus. No, so I'm told. Smidge under 6'2", my ass. Concerned the only way Trump can get a third term is if the US is at war. Yeah, like FDR in the Second World War. That seems to be. It's not just the US, this, by the way. Thatcher wouldn't have survived the first term if it wasn't for the Falklands, because she was really unpopular at that point. You have a war, you look strong as a leader, and then also you can speak with a bit of authority. We are protecting our nation's interests. That's what he's looking at doing, isn't he, Trump? And then you've got all the people with the foam fingers watching NASCAR. We're number one, all those dudes, fellas called Chad and Tab and things like that. Love that kind of shit. Who can we bomb next? The human beings, though, aren't they? Remember that. Well, Helen Burke, you a cake. Oh, it's next Saturday, which means we'll have to do something on Sunday, won't we? Have a song for you. Have a sing-song. Yeah, much less faith in things. There are no guardrails anymore. It's been deliberately eroded. Horrible. Yeah, it's not good when you're on a music festival. Well, yeah, to be honest with you, especially in the Netherlands where everyone's 6'9" in front of you. Steve-O, you're on a diet. Not even birthday cake. Come on, man. Hope there's a live stream next Saturday. There'll be one somewhere, won't there? Unless the weather's nice here. If the weather's nice here, we'll jump on. We'll have a sunset one. Carrot cake. Ooh, that's a good idea. Carrot cake can't be too bad for you. If you don't put that... what's it called? Not icing, is it? What's the stuff they put on the top? Well, you haven't got that, you're all right. No need to do anything. It's just a birthday. Right? That it. It's only a day. Another one. Don't swear at him. Carrot cake, is that one of your 5 a day? Cream cheese frosting, which always sounds much better, doesn't it, in a Brummie accent? Cream cheese. Do you have chives with that? Cream cheese and chives? Other than that, no complaints. Jeans aren't made for you, so you don't wear those. Jeans aren't made for most people by the sound of it, after the conversation we had last time. Although I am wearing a pair of joggers today, which I forgot for some reason seem to be longer in the leg. There's a bit more length to them. Now you want carrot cake, I must admit, I have been peaked. I've not had carrot cake in ages. I would eat that right now. Esther, how tall are you? How high? Nah, don't answer how high you are. You're from Amsterdam, fucking hell. Afterburners, there you go, proper. Any diamonds in those carrots? Still hot. Tasting hot, hot, hot. Tasting hot, hot, hot. By the way, when you tell us how tall you are, you're going to have to say a smidge under or a smidge over as well. It's the law now. I'm also a smidge over 94 kilos. Just a smidge. 94.2, that's a smidge, isn't it? You must try a carrot cake. You've been making banana bread. Get it made. I've never had banana bread. Isn't that weird? Are my joggers a smidge too long? No, they fit quite well. They don't show a huge amount of sock, thankfully. As I was wearing Simpson socks today. No, I wasn't. No. Naruto. Shippuden. You're a smidge under 5'6". That's a good height. That's a good height. Banana cake is lovely. Never had it. Never had it. Loads of things I haven't tasted. Tried, tasted. Tried and tasted. Smidge over 5'6". We have the entire gamut of 5'6" there, haven't we? Got to keep the ankles covered. You do want to go for a walk out here because it's splashiness. Everywhere you go round here, there's always puddles, splashiness. Greenland have been able to become fully independent if they wanted to since the early 70s. Alright. They haven't set it in motion at any point. The UK TV on the Greenland stuff has seemed unnecessarily divisive. Casper, the UK TV is unnecessarily divisive all the time. It sells and it gets readers. They're trying to make us hate each other over here, which is stupid. It's what happens when you've got a right-wing media. You like those jumpsuits but way too long? Oh. We know who's 6'16", we do. We do. The lady herself. The Pendle Princess. The Baroness of Barlich. You're a smidge, you don't know of what. Definitely not near 6. Oh, you were busy in 2020? Oh, you're doing loads of that. 1 metre 63, no idea what that is. No idea. Your boots a lot more in Michigan. You have to, don't you? Oh, I levelled up to level 20, that doesn't count. Not good to have soggy socks. There's a story behind that. Definitely not good to have soggy socks. Mary Berry does a good banana loaf recipe. I would rather have Matt Berry's banana loaf recipe, to be honest with you. Including dark chocolate drops. You thought Esther was tall. Very, very much a Dutch stereotype. Not everyone is. Yeah, don't yay me levelling up. That's just, that's Botrix levelling me. Whenever Botrix does a little message on the screen, that's classed as me, so we're not having that one. I was higher than this, but I went back to 0. The only problem with that is you start leveling up quicker. We don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My throat's knackered. Hang on. Ooh. Oh, Tomaszewski. Literally Tomaszewski. There you go. Have a bit of that. Nice cup of tea. Builder's brew. 2 sugars. Full fat milk. Copy of the Racing Post. That will set you up for a day's work. Look at that. I would snarl that. Definitely. Oof, oof. 5'3". I've been putting milk chocolate chips into yours. Bit of nutmeg. Ooh, bit of nutmeg. Caramelising. Does sound delicious. Looks delicious as well. You don't look Dutch anyway with your dark hair. Yeah, I don't know, were you planted there by aliens or something? Very anti-Dutch. Yes. Yes, Sam, you need Botrix as well. Mandy's not happy if she's in a chat anywhere where there's no levelling up potential possibilities. Nice banana fucker. Sam's flying over for a slice. A slice of what though? Filt. Looks very tasty. Are we talking about Jeff now, are we? Terrible behaviour. I can't do any of this stuff. Even with 2 hands, I've not been able to cook properly. Or bake, anything like that. Although, maybe I'm a Michelin chef level. Michelin starred chef level. I don't know. I've not really tried. I can microwave stuff. Jeff's banana bread, yeah. It's quite big and bends at the end. Well, hey, where's Jeffy? He'll be on his way. You'll know when he's on his way. There'll be a little clue if he's on his way. Won't be long, won't it? That's what normally happens. Watch for the clues. His banana will get here first. Always his banana will get here first. Blue banana, that sounds like it should be a cocktail, so to speak. Jeff's blue banana. I remember a fellow from the UK who was 7'4" from natural height. He had a 6'6" dad and a 6' mum. He was in Game of Thrones as some tall monster. He died at 37. I can't remember that. I haven't watched Game of Thrones. Michael Caine, Michelin star chef, has one hand. Not a lot of people know that. Fair play to him, Mike. Fair play. You should see his chopper. Your mum was taller, so malnutrition may have been the case. Fuckers. Fuckers, literally. And blue squirrels. Where's Louise? Where is Louise? Lulu Bellatini, or whatever you're using this week. Where are you? Let's be having you. Is the signal gone on top of Mount Pendle? Where you'll be able to boil a kettle very easily. Boil a kettle with a match, I think. Prequel to Game of Thrones comes out tomorrow. Not watched any of it at all. Doesn't seem to be something I'd like, to be honest with you. Sopranos, Breaking Bad, on the other hand, stuff like that I don't mind. But yeah, dragons and all that kind of shite. Nah, you're alright. I tried to read, what was it? Was it Lord of the Rings? There's one or the other anyway. One of those stupidly long books. Couldn't be arsed with it. Could not be arsed with it. Neil Fingleton, 7'7", sweet feckin' Jesus. He would be awesome at changing light bulbs. I'm already pretty good at, like, you know. You've not seen it either, Ali Alio. Be careful for a delicate flower like you. Apparently there's loads of shagging in it. Ali's watching it tomorrow. 323.6 centimetres. What? You've messaged Lulu twice? Oh, she's alright. P-break. 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 Tried The Hobbit. I'm not sure if it was The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings that I read. Just not my kind of thing. All that fantasy stuff. I don't like sci-fi, but I did like Ian Banks under Ian M. Banks. His culture novels. Because it was sort of part sci-fi, part society. Like what society would look like in the future without being completely sci-fi. I got away with that, but also I love Ian Banks. Sorry, loved Ian Banks. No, I still love Ian Banks. He may no longer be with us, but his work is. 232, that's much better. I was thinking, what the fuck, 323? Was he about, just a smidge over Louise's size if he's 323 centimetres. That's a big lad, 232 though, isn't it? 30 centimetres taller than me. Fuck off NHS, smidge under. Maybe I'm starting to look smaller than I am because my shoulders are going. All the worry and stress about being small. Just under 10 feet. That's almost Jeff level, that. Jeff's a big one. Jeff's a big boy. With big bananas. Massive squirrels, obviously. 40 centimetres more like it. Oi. Who's not at the like yet? Me. It is tall, isn't it? I thought I was. I thought I was me. Where's the thing? I'm looking for the thing. Yeah, there you go. Just making sure I've got the thing ready. Christine is in. In for what though? Filthy beggar you, you filthy beggar you. Well, I've got a feeling that Jeff might be close. In fact, I think it is Sunday, isn't it? So, let's have some Jeff action. You're in the lake. Right, Jeff, what you been up to? Careful, ladies. Miles equals fitness. That's him on Southport Beach, looking ripped AF. Weight equals strength. Yeah, got to be said, he does look hench, doesn't he? Shower time, no pics. Sorry, ladies, no pics, no pics. Maybe you'll have to buy calendar 2 for that one. Just saying. Advert soon, yeah. What do I think about The City Is Ours? I've not seen it. I very, very rarely watch anything that's on at the time. I'd always give it a little bit later. But again, it doesn't, I don't know. Do I really want to watch more crime about Liverpool? That's the only thing you ever see, Liverpool. It's either a Beatles film or it's a crime film. Nothing else. There's no in between. You know, only 181 and the current average is about 182. So the average is only 8mm from the 6 foot mark. It is getting bigger all the time, isn't it? 103 for Mandy. So much blue. So much blue. Bull cookies. And so many sharp angles. There is a lot of blue. A hell of a lot of blue. Jeff's a bit like icebergs as well. So much of the blue is below where you can see. Jeffalicious. Filthy beggars, you. Yeah, there you go though. Made to make your mouth water. Popular, isn't he, our Jeff? Very popular. Can't see it myself. Evil fruits made to make your mouth water. Sponsor me, you bastards. It's all good. It's all good. Maybe your future kids will be inflicted even with the being a smidge under 6'2" syndrome. Oh man, I need to go and get measured properly by someone who's not fucking mental. I've done the thing where you walk under a door. That is supposed to be about 4 inches, isn't it? Do that. Can you get your hand in there? If you can, you're 6'2". If you can't, you're slightly bigger than that. You don't get it. It's like a fella having a thing for Jessica Rabbit. I know, Steve, but come on, man, Jessica Rabbit. Come on. How about Wilma Flintstone? How about Betty? I'd go with Betty, but I'd be thinking of Wilma. What a great line that is. Red Dwarf, by the way, if anyone's wondering what the hell that comes from. Lister and the cat are talking about would you with Wilma. Fucking bizarre conversation, but there you go. You never know, Casper, you never know. You could have the big swimmers. Where the kid comes out with a full beard, Viking horns. Being able to speak English with an accent. Hello, father. Strong like bull, my friend. That blue jealousy. I know. It's the cheekbones, isn't it? And the eyes. The eyes are like chipped ice. Oh my God. The eyes are like chipped ice. Poor Jeff. What's he ever done to anyone? Apart from ruin my early streams. Yet you are real. Steve-O is a real one, has to be said. Jeff, on the other hand, perhaps he's real, perhaps he isn't. You never know. If he's not real, who keeps cocking things up? Right? Who keeps cocking things up on my streams? It's not me. It's always Jeff. Remember that. Jeff isn't a rabbit, but he is rampant. I was going to say he goes like a rabbit. He doesn't. Goes like a bee's wing, we know that. Steve the Builder, he can fix it though. Too bleeding right he can. Oof, man. This window's been open now for over an hour and it hasn't cooled down at all. It's not even cold outside. Ladies, try leaving your homes and meeting a real Jeff. A no filter Jeff. You want to see the Steve-O the Builder song? Shit, where is he? I'll have to show you the start. Too late to do. There you go, there you go. Shows the backs of your knees, Jeff. Oh, in stride, yes. If ever a pair of knees needs to be backlit and back shown, it is. Stay at home and put the light out. Better than lusting over real women. Filt. Backs to the knees, seem to whisper Louise. There's always need for Steve the Builder, man. It's a boss tune. Yeah. Got your own song. That takes some doing, having your own song. Pretty sure your nephew, who is about to be 12, is going to be a lot taller than you within the next year. Eats like a Polish factory worker, and they eat a lot. It's mad. These kids nowadays, they just, I don't know what it is. They seem older than we did at the same age. I know I had me growth spurt when I was 14, but before that, I was a kid. All of a sudden, I wasn't. These are like 11 and 12, and all of a sudden, they've got full beards and all kinds of stuff. It's mad. And they end up massive, huge. It is a great song. It is fantastic. I need to start sorting out some music as well. I'm not happy with Suno. It's nowhere near as good as Udio. You don't want a song. I know it's not ungrateful, Steve-o. You don't want a song. It's too late, man. It's a banger. It's huge. You're #1 in Japan. It is massive, man. Kipper's red. Louise, if you are listening, cover your ears. Jeff's knees are in very, very high demand. What month is that on the calendar? Or is that an extra? An Easter egg? Jeff's knees. When your parents got divorced, you suddenly didn't have half the food in the fridge you used to. Thanks a lot, Mum. Ah, that's what it is, isn't it? The backs thereof. Jeff's knees, backs thereof, for the use thereof. You know, it is, do you know what, it is partly the food that you eat, or the amount of food you can eat. I reckon there must be there's something within your DNA which doesn't say you're going to grow up to be...
Piggly ding.
Next. You're not necessarily going to be 6'2". It'll say you're going to be between 5'10" and 6'6", depending on how well you live, whether there's pollution where you are, how well you eat, and then you're in there somewhere. So if you don't eat properly, you will fall to the bottom end of where you're supposed to be. But everyone's got some kind of level as to where they're going to end up as. Gotta be the backs. Right, anyway, anyone else want to work behind the bar? Put your hands in the air, waving like you just don't care. Definitely environmental factors do impact you. And it's definitely got to do with food. As food improved, the overall size of human beings improved. As food become more plentiful as well, not just the quality of it. As it became more plentiful, people got taller, got bigger, stronger, faster. Which I think is a Daft Punk song, isn't it? But also, the quality of food has got worse now because we're eating too many or too much highly processed, isn't it? Highly processed, what do they call it? Ultra processed foods. Which means that the quality is going down now, but there's more of it. So we're going to end up with more obese people with not enough vitamins, anything like that you need in the bodies. So we've gone over the bell curve. Now we're going back down the other end. Unless we start eating proper foods. Proper foods. Flag, Steve, flag. We have astronomically more nutrient dense options. We have now, really, haven't we? Fat and sugar are technically nutrients, technically. and you can pack them in way easier. We can. And also, there's more options. Years ago, if you wanted to have something that was nutrient dense, had to be meat or dairy. Now you can get alternatives to those that are just as nutrient dense. So if you want to be a vegetarian or a vegan, it's not as bad as it used to be. It's a lot easier. Any news on the shelves? They'll be done at some point. Ali, that's about it, to be honest with you. If I manage to sleep well this week, they'll be done at some point this week. I've just had no energy whatsoever. I've had no get up and go. My get up and go has got up and gone, to be honest with you. It needs me to do some stuff first, and then my dad will sort it out. We'll get there, though. As Jed is my witness. In the US, you suddenly have added protein to, yeah, absolutely anything processed. It's getting out of hand. That's to make it sound like it's healthy for you, which it's not. It's really unhealthy shit, but it's got added protein to it as well. So gym bros will be all over it. Just not good, isn't it? No panic. Just one. There's no panic here. No panic. Yeah, just not been feeling too well. Ali. Lack of sleep. But I'll be all right. Watch this space. If I don't watch this space, watch that space. You want to be a smidge under 6 foot? Eat anal berries and grow big and strong. Strong like one, my friend. You're malnutrition as a kid, hence you not being tall. Yeah. Not good, is it? I think we're all being malnourished these days because we're not eating proper stuff. Those who are. There was a thing in, where was it? It wasn't a newspaper. I've not read a newspaper in almost 20 years. Might have been on Blue Sky. Just one of these little maps of places that eat ultra-processed food and the ones that eat the most of it. In Germany, ate the most. Spain and Portugal, they were eating. Germany was eating 50%. We were second with 40-odd%. Spain and Portugal were like 10% each. Eating really healthy stuff. Not so much ultra-processed. Helps, of course, if you live in Spain, the fact that you can grow all year round. Grow loads of stuff. Proper healthy. We're just bombarded with shite constantly, aren't we? Which is why you should cook if you can. Cook your own stuff. Eat as much fresh stuff as possible. Not the easily bought. I need to look at that. My diet is way better than it was, but it's still pretty poor compared to what it could be. I need 2 hands to eat properly, though. Not eat me marsh shite. Bollocks to that. Yes, yeah, for a variety of reasons and circumstances still be doing. You don't watch much TV, Tomash, including the city as ours. Yeah, I don't watch anywhere near as much TV as I used to. Loads of YouTube. Doesn't seem to be doing me much good though, does it? Nothing's cinematic yet. I can't do anything cinematic, despite watching billions of hours of the stuff. For clues. You were a druggy kid, poor diet. No, it's definitely not good, is it? And that's what happens with your parents, isn't it? If they're not looking after themselves, filters its way down. Malnutrition. Your dad's great-grandfather was 5'5", his son was only 5'4", granddad 5'6", and dad 5'9". If you look back at generations as well, there's a reason why they were smaller. Look back, I mean, even things like the war. There was over here after the war, there was a lack of food available. So you had a bit of a blip where people weren't eating properly because there just wasn't enough of it. And then all of a sudden after the war, when we back on our feet a bit more, loads more became available and the size of people went through the roof, literally. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? You watched Access Granted on YouTube yesterday. Fella doing a video on the A400M Atlas was incredible. I've not seen that. I'll get round to watching that. Good series. Good series. That's what I mean. The only problem with that, any programme about Liverpool is about crime, and you think it was a crime-ridden hellhole. It's fucking not. It's no worse than any other place, any other major city in the world. Sorry, it's either crime or the Beatles. That's about it, really, isn't it? We're capable of nothing else. Oh yeah, crime, football, and the Beatles, and viniculture, and the roads, and the aqueduct. Apart from that, nothing else comes out of that town. Ridiculous. I'm trying to make up for it though with shitty postcards of Regent Road. Bit by bit. I am going to try taking a good camera at some point soon. When's our next day game? Do we have a new day game coming up? When's the next proper day game? Got to work harder. Don't go into the manosphere there, Esther. Yeah, when's our next home game of a decent time where it's light? Just check the Everton fixtures out. Leeds, 8 o'clock at night. Man United, 8 o'clock at night. Bournemouth, 7:30. Burnley, 8 o'clock at night. Chelsea, 3 o'clock on the 21st of March. That will get changed. Almost guarantee you. Liverpool, 18th of April, 3 o'clock, will get changed for TV. Man City, 3 o'clock, 2nd of May, will get changed for TV. So in theory, our next 3 o'clock game on a Saturday will be the last home game of the year, 17th of May. That is on its arse. Stupid, man. 21st, it's not going to be, is it? 21st of March, that won't be a Saturday. Guarantee you. We haven't even got a Sunday 4 o'clock or a Sunday 2 o'clock. It's all bullshit. A variety of parental issues can lead to nutritional neglect for kids. Then we go after what should be easily accessible school lunch and breakfast programs. Yeah, I've seen a documentary about where pizzas were considered to be one of your 5 a day or something, weren't they, over in the States? Because it's got tomato on it. It's a fruit. Therefore, it's healthy. And people were pointing out, like pepperoni and all the rest of the stuff that went on there is not healthy for you. And it's full of fat and grease and stuff. No, it's healthy. Winecone toast, man. Your region had the 1848 to 1850 war and the 1864 war. Then the First World War, and your grandparents had the Second World War. Dad was lucky he only lived in European peacetime. 1864, but yeah, going back a while there, aren't you? 1864. Vid with us together. If we can. It's easier when it's a bit lighter and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something, isn't it? Not in that much of a rush, either to get there or to get home afterwards. Whereas night games, everyone's rushing out afterwards, so you're running around like a tit beforehand. I've got to get there early to get there and parked up and everything. It's just absolute ball ache. Ball ache. The 12:15 game that we had against Sunderland was stupidly early, but at least that was daylight. I left in daylight, it was great. Made a change, man. Made such a change. Drink! $8.64 would have been us versus they. The old Vikings doing a surprise number on the Easy Christians. Yeah. The old days when you pillaged and changed our language. Why is the drink taking so easy? I can't fucking speak. Why is the drink taking ages? There you go. Why, Delilah? A choc and tear. Oof, a choc and tear. Go on. We don't mind a choc and tear. Very tasty. Blame Jeff. It is Jeff's fault. That's where Jeff came from. That's Jeff's origin story. Evil tech bastard. There you go. It's the spoon man. It's always the spoon man. Spoon man. Gorgeous stuff. Yeah, there you go, Mandy. Want you to invade and change your language so you can speak properly Nah, you're all right. Danish surprises me. There's a Danish couple lived over the road from us in the Netherlands. He used to play for FC20 with my dad. Used to freak me out. The Dutch for be careful is pass up. And isn't the Danish for be careful pass po? Which is the same fucking thing, just two letters turned round. Pass up, jongen, pass po. What? Why are they the same? Make it no sense. Also partly where we had to come back to England because there was the Danish couple over the road with their kids. There was us with English. There was the Dutch people that lived there. There's a German family over the road as well. So the kids hanging around together spoke this weird hybrid of English, Dutch, Danish and German. My sister, when she was, I don't know how old she was, 4 or something like that, couldn't differentiate between English and the pidgin language she was speaking on the streets in the Netherlands. She was trying to answer people in this weird made-up language. So my dad went, right, time to go home, otherwise she's never going to be able to speak proper English. So we come back in 85. And I lost how to speak Dutch. My sister's bloody fault. Pas peur, there you go. Yeah, I thought so. It's pronounced pas peur, isn't it? Seems like pass up. Pas peur. Mad. Weird the way they spoke. She was trying to answer her English mates with this strange language and then turning around. Why can't they understand me? Because you're not speaking English to them. Speak English to them. And at that age, she didn't know the difference between English, Dutch, German, Danish. All the other bits and pieces they were speaking just blew her mind completely. So we brought her back and she ended up being as thick as shit. Probably should have stayed where we were. Her English is knackered anyway. She's the one who thinks an octopus has got 8 testicles. And then didn't laugh when I said that was a load of bollocks. Cray. Slange, Ali, slange. Does happen a lot with kids in mixed language. Yeah, the language does change and evolve that way because it becomes whatever's the easiest way of using the language, which is the most repeatable phrase that you're using for whatever you're talking about. That's the one they're all using. Well, you keep on using that. Otherwise, they would have stayed. I don't think would have stayed too much longer. My dad would have retired back home in England anyway, and he was injured by the end of '86. He retired a year after we came home, so yeah, would have been back the year after anyway. Unfortunately, his back fell off. Plus, Frank Worthington wasn't happy with him because instead of making a big fuss of him, the world famous footballer, the likes of Kenny Dalglish was jumping on my dad's back. All right, Ash, how are you doing? Didn't like that. We actually are all pretty unnatural since we started being able to write things down, and that powers that restrained language by standardising them, rather than the old storytelling tradition around campfires, just talking. Yeah. As a child in this region, there is South Jutlandic, which is like its own language. You spoke Danish normally, but the switching as a child who speaks is super confusing. It's mad, isn't it? You've heard stop in Dutch is let up. Sounds Yorkshire. Hey, let up, will they? You have more vocabulary change than overall grammatical changes. How's the back of your knees? Donut, how you doing? We freeze our languages in amber. That sounds like a fantastic book title, though. Write that one, Sam. Write that. We freeze our languages in amber. Also sounds like a poem, doesn't it? A traditional Scottish poem. Right, I'm going to pin Donald now. Or replace pen message. We're penning people all over the place tonight. We freeze our languages in amber, our messages to tell. There you go. Write it for there. Let up. Yeah, let up. Let up, lass, let up. Up is up. So it's the same thing really, isn't it? How you mond up? It's not quite the same as let up. Yeah, but let up, it isn't it? Sounds very Yorkshire. Let up, lad, let up. As they're out moist. Lovely jubblies, Ali. Dirty that, isn't it? Filthy, filthy beggar, yeah. Ali's lovely jubblies. Field. Utter field. Keep an eye on the time here. Just making sure, you know what I mean? We are neighbours across the sea. Which used to be connected, by the way. That opened up. Which is why it's only fairly shallow for a sea. Which also, I think, makes it a lot worse than a normal sea would be. If it was deep, it wouldn't be as bad. Because the power of the waves would be underwater a bit more as well. Now, though, it's just fucking there, isn't it? I've been on there during force 9 gales. Stabilisers out, and the ship is still doing that. Horrific. The only people walking upright were the drunks. Because as they were falling left, the ship would keep them up by doing that. Mad. Not tree bad, not tree bad. That was a horrific crossing there. It's only that far away on the map. 13 hours overnight. How are the fair babies? Don't start with Doggerland, yes. That name led down the deviant path for us Brits. Dorsey buggers, we are. The land of doggers. Who doesn't want to go there? A strange Jack Russell. Oh, gorgeous little Jack Russell. Very well indeed, very well. And of course, Domingo is furry across the Mersey. True story. True story, by the way. Buster is very strange. Christina's still awake, so it's all good in the hood blood. Absolutely. Missing your oppo, though, aren't you? Missing your mate. Fairy across the Mersey. Yeah, it's absolutely 100% right. I'm full of these things. Amongst other things. Where is our Lulu Bellatini? Where is she? Can we try and summon her? Everyone chant yak attack, yak attack, yak attack, and see if she'll appear. Yak attack! Yak attack, yak attack, yak attack. There's it. Is she here yet? Could have nodded off. Ah, poor soul. If you have. Oh, don't worry, Louisa. Yak attack, yak attack, yak attack. Yep. Nice wee bit of yak attack. We like a bit of yak attack, don't we? Aye, don't we? Aye. Any scar? Skang. Bit of skang. Oh, man. It's too warm. It's almost too warm. All up for that. Talk about dogging. Imagine living on Doggerland and a tsunami triggered by Norwegian flood, or Norway floods your country. Could be an awesome film. There was something happened, wasn't there? Wasn't in Norway, I think it was in Canada, where part of a mountain slid off and then just sort of tsunamied the area around it. Horrific, man. Are the rescue yak available to do a wellness check? There you go, yeah. Up Mount Pendle. Don't look yak, you wanker. I heard them say. Yeah, bit of Gallagher's, bit of Oasis for the lads. I saw an American YouTuber the other day. He was amazed that there wasn't lions in Britain. In fact, they had not been there for thousands of years. It was almost unbelievable for him. Because of the 3 lions on the chest, isn't it? Jules Rimet still gleaming. A mountain, Norway fell into the sea and started a tsunami. It's just fucking mad, isn't it? Yak emergency checkup. We should have one of those. And also maybe a drone. Either that or we can just phone next door, can't we? The owl fella next door. She's been singing in the shower. Can you say anything to the peephole? You've messaged the gang of summing her with a yak chant. Feed the yak, feed the yak, feed the yak and he will score. All European loyalty has lions on the coat of arms. We've got 3 on the football shirt though, haven't we? Which stands for, is it Essex, Middlesex and Sussex? Bizarrely. It's a heraldic thing, isn't it? Heraldic symbol. Very heraldic. And let's face it, we owned a quarter of the globe at one point, so there would have been lions on English territory somewhere. I say English, you don't want to get the rest of the Brits involved in this. A tiger in Africa? There must be a reason for it though, the lions. There is, isn't there? Some kind of heraldic reason why you have it. Same as the Essex has sabres. Saber-tooth tigers, which, eh? So what's the one that's got? Why are the three lions? Middlesex, Sussex and someone else. I'm sure that's what it was supposed to be about. That's what it represented. Any news from Jacques? I did text her the other day. I think she's improving, so keep an eye out, keep watching the skies. She will appear at some point. Bit of a yak chant, get the yak chant going, man. No sign of poor Super Dan, he's not around at the moment, is he? Probably arrested after yesterday. Loads of ale getting stuck into the United. Didn't watch all of it, but they look poor, to be honest with you, City. Or was it that United looked good for a change? Morning, Jackie. But on the plus side, I was going to say we can watch Match of the Day, can't we, this time round? Match of the Day 2 can be watched without crying. Makes a bloody change. You've got a polar bear on yours. By the way, us Danes owned a hell of a lot of land just a few hundred years ago. Virgin Islands stuff in Ghana and India. We all did. The Dutch did over in the Far East. Germans owned loads of Europe. Just those particular tribes that we had like to go out collecting things, didn't we? We'll have a bit of that, a little bit of that. Do you have a flag? No. Don't what's ours now. If you're watching on portrait, definitely come on the horizontal landscapey thing. It's much better. Uncle always joked it would have been a lot more comfortable selling merchandise to the tropics than the Arctics. Definitely. When's Kirsty's wedding? Oh, aye. Lovers in the air. What happened? He fingered me ring and we took it from there. Is Kirsty getting married? Don't know. She's been busy, hasn't she? All we can guess at is there's got to be a fella involved. The closest you can find to a yak. Close enough for jazz, Sam. Close enough for jazz. Is that a bison? I'll let you do that joke if you want. We're not sure Kirsty's getting married, but if you disappear and there could be a chap involved, 2 and 2 equals 5. Know what I mean? Go on, fill your boots. Still those sailing to Greenland, those 50 years he did. He's still very proud of that. All right, that one pick of a polar bear he took on an icebreaker. Definitely on the wavelength. Yeah, go on. I will queue up the very poor indeed. Hooked up faux show. The yak version of shaving a bullock. I love that in Father Ted. Instead of good luck, shave a bullock. Is a yak as big as a bison ox? There are a lot of those in Greenland. got to be about the same size, haven't they? Fucking massive things. Muskox. There's got to be a joke about them as well, isn't there? Muskox. They're massive things, though. I seen one of them getting eaten by about... there was 2 wolves chasing it down, and it was far too big. So they had to keep on chasing it down and just nipping at it occasionally until it completely and utterly collapsed, exhausted. At which point, the entire pack got wolfed into it, literally got wolfed into it. They will all be a similar size, they are, aren't they? Bloody huge things, though. You don't mess around with them. Who's getting married in the morning? We've decided Kirsty's getting married. That's why she's been busy. Are the geese still doing laps? I have heard them. Yeah, 9 o'clock the other night. I think they might have done the oblong and then over here and then back round. Tis yourself, Ali, tis yourself. Ding dong, the bells are going to shine. They are so cute, aren't they? Little baby muskox. Wouldn't you have one of them? Wouldn't you just have one of them bouncing around the house until it weighed about 1,500 millennium teas tons? Ooh. Look at the size of that bastard. Look at the shoulders on it. And it's got a Mohican haircut as well. Cheers, Christine. A Mohican musk ox. A Mohosks ox. Something like that anyway. Size that bastard though. Feckin' huge. Feckin' huge. That's the Jeff of muskox. It's massive, isn't it? Be too big for your house. Probably a trample of cats. That's the problem with these things. They look cute and then like 4 weeks later they're the size of a room. You can't fit them anywhere. The fucking size of this bastard. Look at that. That's a bus. Look at the size of it, man. It's fucking huge. Fucking huge. You should get them in France, shouldn't you? Just put a load of grapes down and have one of those walking over them. No messing around. Wine straight away. A muskox can be up to £1,000. Cheaper half the price. My car costs more than that. This was a bison. You get confused with North American megafauna. Mahusive. Yes, I asked you what the difference between a buffalo and a bison was. And I did. So I didn't know just that you couldn't wash your hands in a buffalo.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. You've let yourself down. You've let your family down. You've let the whole school down. Works better in a Brummie accent as well, doesn't it? What's the difference in a bison and a buffalo? You can't wash your hands in a buffalo. But you can in a bison. A wash hand bison. You can type in either bison or buffalo and both will auto suggest the emoji. So it's a little from column A, a little from column B. Just noticed I sent her the pics. Yes, I did as I was told earlier on Monday. I tell you, didn't I? I tell you. Said I'd do it. Thanks for the reminder. Had to be done. Had to be done. Just checked on the shoulder height of a muskox on adult is average the same height as Sandy Toxvig. I like the fact that it's a good a good measurement, isn't it? You know, How many sandy toxvigs high is the average giraffe's neck? Fucking brilliant. That should be a new measurement unit. The sandy toxvig. It's a sense-making sentence, isn't it? Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Buffalo will bring up both that and water buffalo. A yak can weigh up to 1.2 tons. No. Could carry a lot of supplies. Ask Lulu Bellatini about that. She only has to go to the supermarket once a month. Them bastards carrying loads up there. Mahusiv. Well, it is Sunday. Oh. Looks like there's another thing coming up. Because it is Sunday.
But Kipper's Vindaloo. Can't be good for you.
Kippers has been up to. Shocking x-ray shows how Florida man, had to be Florida man, managed to lodge thermos flask up his rectum to smuggle into jail. A Florida man was caught out trying to smuggle a thermos flask into jail via his rectum, which in slightly more crude terms means he shoved it up his backside. 51-year-old Walter Freimeyer was arrested for allegedly trespassing on a railway shortly after it had been claimed he'd been naked in a park bathroom. Officers probably didn't have much trouble catching up to him, since his running gait was likely disrupted by a thermos flask he had inserted into his rectum as a form of concealment. Yeah, maybe we don't want the sponsorship now. Hoo-yah! Send us anything you want. We do not want that being sent to us. Thermos, if you're watching, do not send that one, right? I did the black and white scroll thing. I know. Small details, man. Small details. Walter Freimeyer will definitely get a thermos sponsorship before you do. Imagine that one. Just a picture of him with his eyes bulging and then... Oh! Still hot. Yeah. Was there anything in it? Whatever it was, stayed lovely and warm. Maybe I should have shoved one up me balloon, not live on stream. Could have done that, couldn't I? Yaks and most oxes can do that. Humans, yeah, we can't. Didn't want to laugh, but you did. That's the whole thing about this stream, to be honest with you, Sam. Hopefully you can't laugh, but you do. Yeah. Terrible behaviour. Imagine him in the cells as well afterwards. Would you like a cup of tea? No, you're alright. If it was a thermos, it keeps hot things hot and cold things cold. So Walter had a cup of tea and a choc ice up there. A proper choc ice as well. In the shitty, sort of, the paper wrapping. Plain paper wrapping. The ones that your nan always found for you when the ice cream man went past. That's the dirty one now. He puts his jingles on to tell you that there's nothing available. The ripping involved would be horrible, wouldn't it? Good cheek sound it was, wasn't it? A belly laugh, you worry the neighbours will hear you. If that's all they're hearing, they've got nothing to worry about then, have you? Filth. Utter filth. What made him think of it? Why? I know over here it's in the prison inmate population. It's referred to as the Chatham pocket, isn't it? When you put things up there. Like, you know, little mobile phones and stuff like that. Your Chatham pocket. Named after a town in Kent, I think it is, isn't it? Nah, don't think I'd be doing that. And handing it to your cellmate, the one who asked you to bring it in. Did you bring that thing in for me? Hang on. Yeah, mate. Fuck that. No. Away now. Sodom, absolutely. Are your neighbours also with the glass to the wall, are they? Same as Bellatini's. Listen, well, they don't need to with there, do they? Hole drilled. Listening to the singing. Flask type thermoses have handles too. Oh, holy fuck. You'd have to put it in that way, wouldn't you? With the handles facing that way. Otherwise, how's he managed that? No. They can't really hear. Of course not. You've got a driveway that takes 5 minutes to get up, haven't you? One of those crunching driveways. Deliveries round the rear. Just like Walter. Bloody neighbours drilling all day. We're about to kill. What was he drilling? His wife. There was all kinds of crazy. I know it is, isn't it? That's what happens when you look for weird news. Definitely the need to smuggle things is the next great leap forward in humanity comes from people having to do stuff like that. That's how you ended up with, remember those little tiny phones about that big? The little tiny stupid ones. Straight up. Right up it goes. And all you need to do is just do that. And breathe in and up it goes. Which end of the thermos will be going in first? I would put the non-drinking side in first, to be honest with you. Just in case it started to spill. At least it'd spill from the lowest possible. Thinking about this too much here. What are you doing to me, donut? What are you doing to me, donut? Human ingenuity. It's amazing what you can do. When you're at the end of your tether, it's amazing. Went on an excursion once with business school to Parliament. Forgot you had weed in your pocket. Cleared several checkpoints and x-ray stuff. You would have eaten it before your sphincter. You'll find that most people in Parliament are quite used to taking their own stuff in anyway. Yeah. Before you'd even get that close. No, not having it. Can the Bears Paws TV logo occasionally go anagram? Like the Faulty Towers set? Ooh. You never know. Bassett Thorpe Herve. Could do. If you can come up with some, message me them, who knows. Could have put it in your shoe. With the hole that was let it in water. Let it in water. A resealable bag. What do you call me? A handbag. To think the lecturing you would go on. Sorry, fucking, I can't even speak. Sorry, Sam. To think the lecturing you would do on never using anything without a flared base. And there go the smugglers flouting health advice. Yeah. You've got to know your audience though, haven't you? Average person, flared base. Jail smugglers, whatever goes in, bullet shaped. Lid end last, absolutely. Slip a finger and pop the seal and squat and serve. Oof. Did Yaffe lift a finger? And a thermos head peeped out. Must be something in the water, the boiling water. You might not get it all in. Holy shit, I wouldn't even get a percentage of it in. Flared base thermos, BPA free for your comfort. Yeah. May as well make it ribbed as well. So that when it's getting taken out, at least you get a little bit out of it, don't you? As Billy Connolly said, he had to go in for his prostate exam, didn't he? Horrible going in, but not the worst thing coming out. Not the worst feeling in the world. Just speaking of dishwasher safe, do you ever remember the Daily Mirror? Occasionally we'd have a little magazine that came in it. A little catalogue full of stuff. The Billy Connolly stuff, you know, the bowler hat with sleeves. Cut your own hair at home, all that stuff. They had a cock pump in there. The one that you stick over and to make it, yeah. And it had in its blurb underneath it, dishwasher safe. That became the funniest thing we'd ever heard of in our work. In fact, I think it even got cut out, stuck on the notice board. Dishwasher safe. Who is putting a cock pump in the dishwasher? From that, we extrapolated this to anybody who drives a yellow car is the same kind of person who would have a cock pump. Therefore, there's a certain shade of yellow which is cock pump yellow. We still call it that to this day. 15 years later, there or thereabouts. Husband just bought a car. A Toyota MR2. Oh, is it nice? Nice colour, is it? Oh, cock pump yellow. Seen a thing before where people stuck light bulbs. Oh, we have seen that. How did it not break? I think it did with several people. Ali Ali out, no worries. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Advertising talent went to waste. Absolutely. Yeah, not a bright idea. Sorry, you're going to have to get that one, mate.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor, very poor indeed. Even though it wasn't. Not a bright idea. Love it, love it. There was a health educator that you met at the flagship school of the state university system you work for. Every year she poked a link to a list of what people... Oh, the stuff that they found up there. I've seen something like that, yeah. Shouldn't have been... Things that in places that shouldn't have been in patients is a good way of putting it. Another thing that shouldn't be laughed at. Definitely should be laughed at. Egypt. What's the point of a cock pump? It is to make you larger. For those poor and fortunate who are not blessed by nature. Which is why I own 20 of them. All those people fall in those things while naked. Yeah, like the Hoover attachments. I was vacuuming while naked and I fell down the stairs and accidentally fell on this. Why was it covered in lube? Well, what happened was, yeah, alright, come this way. Walk this way. If I'd walked that way, I wouldn't need the talcum powder. Yeah. Every orifice. Every hole's a goal, isn't it? Every hole's a goal. Your butt is just for sitting and sitting with an H. Hitting? You're going to hit that thing? Oh no, I know what you mean. The urethral was most distressing. Oof, no, don't know. No. I haven't even got one, I don't think. I might have one in the fridge. But no, that doesn't sound good. Oh man, no. Urethra frightening. Give a little respect for that, man. The proper practice is called sounding. There you go, it's called sounding. Yeah, no. Not sticking a domino up there. What? Fucking hell, what? I hope it was a blank. Yeah, there's... No. I was in the doctor's and some fella just burst in and said, I've got a full pack of dominoes up my arse. Don't you ever knock? The proper practice is leaving that hurl alone. Yes, definitely. Fucking terrible behaviour. Hope it was a blank, a double blank, because anything else is just pervy, isn't it? Plums are cheap. Plums are cheap. Where's ever needs are cheap. Go on. Whose plums are cheap? Why are you chasing people's plums? Charlie Bravo 04. School, someone showed a movie called Two Kids on a Sandbox. Yeah. And it was just being stuck into the... Oh, no. What kind of plums? Are they blue? Yeah. Like disco, only with an LD. D-I-L-D-O. Terribly delicate tissue. Sounding is risky enough. Don't deviate. Holy shite, no. Yeah, change the subject. Either Christine is starting to feel uncomfortable or has now got a couple of tabs open. Lost the lot. Lost the plot. Victoria's plums. You're allowed to show Victoria's plumbed. Haven't you got to be covered up by piano legs? Victoria's. Yep. Lost in Translation. That too. I've not seen that film. I should watch that film. Sorry, film. Lost a lot, not plot. All this sounding has taken the PO. Yes, it will have done as well. Might end up with a sprinkler instead of a hose with a slight deviation. Got to be careful down there. It's sensitive regions for a reason, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't get sticking things in them as well. Like a Prince Albert. Why would you get that done? Because it heightens nothing. All you've done is you put tackling your wedding tackle. Ridiculous, man. If you're getting a Prince Albert done, you need to go to a place up in Scotland as well called Piers Morgan. Cousin had trouble with his waterworks. Now they reconstructed urethra made of skin from the inside of his cheek. Fuck that, sky high. That's not the kind of surgery you want, is it? When you're in the pub talking to your mates, what surgery have you had? Oh, I had a broken arm. Oh, I had a broken leg. Oh, I had this, I had that. The old fella, oh, I had heart surgery. Did you? Anyone beat that? I had a reconstructed urethra made of skin from the inside of my cheek. Stop, stop, stop. We have a wiener. Overrated film, just because that woman is in it. I like Bill Murray. I like Bill Murray in anything. Meatballs especially. That was one of my favourite films as a kid. Because we had it in the Netherlands. I used to watch it all the time. I could actually, even to this day, I'd probably be able to go through it word for word. It just doesn't matter if we win. Everyone has their own experience of their nervous system plus psychological experience. Results in everything imaginable being pleasurable to someone. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Boring. So it's a boring film. Boring film. No car chases. His urethra got tight somehow. Luckily, no other of his siblings or cousins have that. That is not something you want to pass down, is it, from generation to generation? To be honest with you, though, something like that would not be passed down, would it? You'd end up just... It'd stop at some point. We can't keep passing this down. The unfortunate gene. She kept her clothes on. So it's boring and kept clothes on. Did Bill Murray keep his on, though? The only thing I know about that film is the crossing. Is it the Shibuya crossing? Which is hugely popular. I was only watching something earlier on where Thomas Heaton, who's a landscape photographer from North East, he went over to Japan and he walked across it. And as he's walking across it, he's got his camera in front of me and went, it's no different to any other zebra crossing. Looks different when you film it from above and speed it up, like, obviously. Admire your positivity in this field, Sam. I do as well. You gather it was or is your work. It takes a special kind of person to be informed and clearly communicate about intimate topics. It does. That takes a real skill to be able to speak about it. First of all, without sniggering, without giggling, without occasionally just stopping and going, Willie. You know what I mean? It takes a real grown-up to do that. You've got 16 cousins that can say, oh, Casper has shit vision. Luckily, we didn't get those shite genes. Did they get the piano genius genes, though? Did they, eh? It's part of your job that got requested more than other topics, not surprising on a college campus, where people are up to just absolute filth. Utter filth, college people. Second only to over 50s on cruises. Oof. The boat that rocked was not about Radio Caroline. No. Saga cruise round the fjords. The reason why it was rocking is because over 50s. Filthy beggars. For so many of the students being fairly local, regional on your campus, you had a lot of unlearning of abstinence-only education to fix. I can imagine. They have got to be careful, these kids. Away from home for the first time, probably for the first time in their life, really, isn't it? You know, properly away from home. Able to do what they feel like. With other kids who are also away from home, easy to do what they feel like. Next thing you know, kerfuffles afoot. And filth, loads of filth. Keeping kids ignorant makes the mistakes worse. Absolutely. You've got to tell them. You've got to tell them what's going on. It's like, don't walk on the railways. Why? Oh, because bad things happen. No, tell them. If you walk on it, you get hit by something that'll turn you into fucking mincemeat. Or you'll accidentally stand on the electric line and you'll be stretched out like a flag and your heart will explode. Really? Yes, don't go on there. Same thing. Then you got the bald, bad laugh. Deviant lives on the West Coast jeans. You get the piano jeans to yourself. Your mum played the recorder. There you go. That's the extent of the musicality. I think you've taken all the musicality, which is why you're so fucking excellent at the piano. Ali's birthday is tomorrow. Informed is empowered. 22 again. Yeah, Jeff thinks it's bull cookies. Now it's genuine tomorrow. It is 19. Shite. Ali tomorrow. Should have wished her a happy birthday tonight, shouldn't we? Shite. Sorry, Ali. We'll do it a post, a community post tomorrow. Know what I mean? Informed is choice and safety. It is. As long as you know what's happening, it's your own fault. There's no excuse of, well, I didn't know. Well, you've been told. Just thought of it. Go in there. I don't think so. Good idea. Yeah, we can do one. We'll put a post up. Might even see if we can get Jeff to do a post for her. There you go. Jeff can do that, can't he? Have we got a picture of Jeff with a birthday cake? You're going to Ali's. It's a bit of a distance, isn't it, to go to Ali's? Not round the corner. Plus, Ireland doesn't really have motorways, does it, as such? Super Dan, cracking win for us today. You're still not over yesterday's performance. Dreading work tomorrow with those red shites. Yeah. I know what you mean, mate. But you'll turn it round. Wasn't a good performance. I think it might have been different had Diego Dallo been sent off. I don't know if it was a red card or not. I just know that if it was an Everton player, he would have been sent off. That's the big difference, isn't it? Commiserations, absolutely. Jeff with the present. Jeff will be handing the present out. It's a 6-hour round trip. There you go, yeah. Some folks keep being 22 or 20 or 25 or 17. You think you're fine with being 29 again and again. You know what? I understand that, but at the same time, no. My 40s were my best decade by a distance. 20th of January was your late mum's birthday? Oh, sorry to hear that. Yes, they are red shite. Hold your head high. That's all you need to do. If anyone says anything, don't forget. Moral high ground. Should have been a red. No, you're better off being a blue, Dan. You're better off being a blue, mate. Yeah, they deserve to win. They played better, but if you were down to 10 men, what would have happened? That's it, like I say. If it was Everton, an Everton player would have done that, or a Wolves player would have done it, they'd have been sent off straight away. The fact that it was United, strange. Definitely made up with our win today. Very unexpected. Good performance as well. Unai Emery didn't look happy after it. No. It was far from a good evening for him, wasn't it? Very far from a good evening. He never looks happy anyway, does he? My mum reckons he looks like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. How old could she have been, Esther? How old would she have been if she'd have been around this time round? Yeah, we'll be thinking of you. Sterkte. Have we seen what happened tonight with the AFCON? We haven't. What's happened with the AFCON? Please do not let Njai get injured tonight. What's happened? Because Njai will always love you. Ooh. What's happened? Yeah, tell us Ghana hasn't broken his and Jai's legs accidentally, celebrating or commiserating. Senegal scored, disallowed and should have stood. Morocco went up the other end and got a pen that was never a pen. Bastards. Senegal team walked off the pitch for 15 minutes. Ooh, that's a nice 15-minute break for Ghana and Jai, isn't it? Anti-Everton corruption at every level it is. She was from 47, so she was in 79. She became 58, the age you are now. Oh, it's horrible. That's no age to be leaving us. Definitely not. Diaz clipped it straight into the keeper's hands. Ooh. Morocco miss. Same year as your dad as well. Senegal ended up winning it in extra time. Here's right. Here's right, lads. Hopefully Njai comes back absolutely walking on air. Big up the Senegal. When are they back? When can they play? Next game's on a week on Tuesday, isn't it? A week on Monday. Why am I saying Tuesday? A week on Monday, so plenty of time to get back. A little break. Get themselves back in training. Revelations today. She's shorter and older than you have in mind. Yeah, it's now 100 million for Njai. Pep. He's an AFCON winner now. Price has gone up. Bit weird once you pass the age your mum died. I was going to say I can imagine, I can't. My folks are still with us, both 73. Definitely thoughts with you. Never easy, can imagine it's never easy. And doesn't get easier as the years go by. Silverware at Bramley Moor, can you bring it with them? Walk it round the pitch. Just once. Be nice to see something, a trophy paraded in front of Everton fans. Last bloody trophies I've seen presented have all been to fucking Man United. Terrible behaviour. Is Papa Tom okay? Can you hear us, Papa Tom? Oh, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? They need to sort this shit out at Bramley Moor though. Can't be having all these night games, it's stupid. Such a ball ache to get home. Because take a half day on the day it happens, I'll be knackered the following day. There's no need for it. He's waiting for some results, but he's alright. Has he done an accumulator over the weekend? Is that what you're saying? Ah, well, fingers crossed the results are alright for him, mate. Jean's years crossed. Am I renewing? Hopefully I will be. Depends on how much they're going to ask for it though. 850 I thought was steep. Well, it would be steep in the South Stand, wouldn't it? See how much they're going to charge this year, but I think so. At least one more year. At some point, it's going to end up being too expensive to go. Can't even remember what my first one was. 200 odd quid, I think it was, my first season ticket. Almost a bag of sand now. Looking to move, I think I'm happy where I am. Apart from the wankers that are around me. The racist pricks, I think, might have been there for once. Just one game. We've not heard anything since. Your upbringing was rocky, so was mine. I can imagine. Your thoughts exactly. I think a grand is a barrier for many, it will be. And we were all delighted when the Friedkin group came in to get rid of that gobshite. It's just everything's about money now. It never used to be all about money at Everton. While other teams are all about it, we seem to be quite cool. Kept season tickets relatively low. Now, fourth bloody kit on the day of the match. So that anybody who's gone the game is outside. What's this, Dad? Can I have that, Dad? It's only 90 quid, Dad. Fuck's sake. And then, yeah, it's going to be about £1,000 for the season tickets. Wankers. I have a cousin the same age as you, but her mum is 75 and she worries a lot. Her mum and yours are sisters, but 12 years apart. Yeah, man. It's a weird age, isn't it? Getting into your 70s. Mourning is multifaceted. Yeah, I'd say I'm thankful I've not had to go through it yet. Close like, but not yet. Yeah, none of it's easy, Esther, but you are you in spite of it and because of your experiences. And your fab, there you go. So take pride and comfort in that. There you go. Yeah. Our experiences do make us or break us. And with you it hasn't broken you, so be thankful. I told your neighbour works for Castor, yeah. Give you today's kit, sponsorless, as a freebie out of his garage. You're liking it more and more, each away victory. I liked today's kit. There's something about it. It sort of reminds me of one of the away kits from the 80s. We had one that was like a washed out. In fact, the 84-85 Andy Gray scoring at Leicester kit was a bit like that as well, wasn't it? Quite like that. Hubby's mum's situation is rather fraught, so dementia is a complex experience for him, and essentially grieving partially, though she's still here. I can imagine that. Horrible, Sam, absolutely horrible. There's an advert over here about dementia, and it goes on like, I lost my mum 6 times. Once when she couldn't remember my name, once when she did this, once when she did this, and then finally when she left. And it's such a powerful advert. Yeah, you do, you lose them multiple times, don't you? Horrible. Yeah. Sam, how is hubby? Is he doing alright? Yeah, grief is a unique experience for each of us each time. It is. There's no reason or rhyme to it, is there? You can control your emotions with one thing and the next thing just gone completely. Yeah, that advert's ridiculous, isn't it, Tomash? The Scottish fella. Powerful advert, but hugely unhelpful and damaging to understand and destigmatising. Yeah. If it creates a bit of money towards it, then, I don't know, maybe it's helped, but yeah, it's just, you know. He's doing better, good stuff, got scripts renewed with cardiologist, more appointments and scans to come. That's positive then. Good stuff, man. Hopefully it's all moving in the right direction. Onwards and upwards, sending positive vibes. Yeah, not sure how much money it brought and if that would outweigh the fear it caused. It did, it hit hard. Yeah, actually there was an advert on UK TV about dementia. Say some fellow was talking about how many times he lost his mum. It was over and over again. People watching it thinking if anyone in my family gets dementia, it's going to be horrific. Rather than, it is horrible, but we can work through it. Advert to try and, probably to try and raise money, but also awareness. People need to talk more about these things, don't they? Rather than what the old school used to do. If there's any kind of illness in the family, just bury the head in the sand. It'll be all right. No. I think we're better off nowadays that we know a bit more. Your last job was so much about keeping people with dementia well and living well, and the advert horrified people. Not always a succession of deaths for everyone. There you go. Nothing is always the same for everyone. Much more can be done, especially if caught earlier. The thing we need to tell people, men are particularly bad for stuff like that. If you find a lump or if there's anything south of the equator, men don't want to know. And you go and see a doctor when things are finally too far. We can't help you. If you'd have come in earlier, we could have sorted this. It's ridiculous. Men for you, though. We don't seem to be able to talk, do we? Your mum seemed to start to really crumble when Gran started to not remember basic things. She always remembered your mum. That's good. That's good, that one bit. Short stint in jail was where your other gran died, unfortunately. Oh, bloody hell, man. Horrible. Good I should remembered your mum, though. That's one of the things that that'd ruin me, that. Someone forgetting the nearest and dearest. There's a study which suggests there can be a reduction in chance of developing dementia by around 50% by living well in middle age, looking after your eyes, your ears and your diet. There you go. Eye tests, ear tests, try and eat good stuff. Hubby's mum refused to go into neurologist appointments, so it's just going forward, no attempts to manage it. Oh man. Apparently there's some sort of drug that minimises the effects of dementia and Alzheimer's. Something to do with proteins, hopefully. I seen something the other day. Made a bit of a breakthrough, didn't he? On a few things. Ears open. It is 2026. We should be getting better at these things. And we probably would do if it was financed properly. We spent the same amount of money on helping people as we did on war. We'd be happy, wouldn't we? 4 main drugs currently don't stop or reverse. They treat symptoms. There are some drugs on the horizon. There's been a few breakthroughs I've seen, yeah, in different things, oh yeah. Drugs only out with Alzheimer's, dementia, not vascular. Well, you never know. Some very, very smart people around the world could be able to come up with something. If they can cure AIDS or they can make people live with AIDS, then that was the one that we all thought during the 80s. There's no coming back from this. That's a life sentence straight away, isn't it? No. We found it. Found how to treat things, how to make people live into late life, you know what I mean? Fighting off the things that contribute. Seem to be what's discussed in health education. Always, always, always. Yeah, keep popping in here, walking that beautiful pub and enjoying the fresh air. Gotta be done. Just watch Snoop Dogg be clear-headed in his 90s and boom, the world knows what's up. Yeah. He's been on a health kick ever since he was about 18, hasn't he? Taking care of ourselves as much as we're able our whole lives helps prevent many diseases. But people just don't. It's boring, isn't it? It's boring. Until you reach that part in life where you think back, if only I'd have looked after myself a bit more when I was 20, 30, 40. Needs to be a bigger discussion in all areas, yeah. Stay well, relieve burden on the NHS. But they don't think of it that way, do they? The politicians don't think of it that way. Because obviously, NHS makes money for people who've bought parts of the NHS. You've got RFK Jr. reinventing the diet plan. Absolute psychopath. It's as if he's got nothing behind his eyes apart from what works, what is healthy. Right, we'll do the opposite. It's hard to do when the payoff is decades. It is, but there's got to be more education into it, hasn't it? If you don't look after yourself at least a bit better, things will get worse as you get older. Bigger, not bugger. There's no money in being well. There should be, though. If people are well, they can work longer and pay tax. But that doesn't go into the pockets of the people who want you to work like a lunatic, get ill, and then don't reach pension age, obviously. A lot of homes don't allow animals while they could be a virtue. Bugger, that's sky high. Nothing at the CDC, FDA, NIH, HHS, etc. are okay anymore. It's on its arse, isn't it? Completely. It's going to take about 3 or 4 presidents and terms to get everything back to the way it should be. And it doesn't matter whether it's Republican or Democrat. The next people in need to be sensible. Valuable contribution. Oh yeah. What do you do? Someone's got to come in and say, "Now, I've had enough of this now. This has got to be fixed." Everyone can agree. Well, almost everyone should be able to agree. Not drinking bleach is a good thing. Almost everyone. Apart from that feckin' Aegis. Yes, Esther. Day. Animal therapy is often good with elders. The elders of the community. Absolutely. Yeah, the anti-autism mums on their bleach, it's ridiculous. I like the fact that RFK as well goes on about paracetamol, Advil, causing autism. When autism was discovered or worked out what it was in about 1911 or something, wasn't it? Advil started getting made in about 1950. But yeah, that's what caused it. Feckin' Aegis. RFK Jr. Very original name. It looks in prams and babies. Actively commits suicidal. Whoa. He's horrific, isn't he? Feckin' lunatic. Helps with loneliness. Loneliness is dangerous. We are living in the Reddit thread era of health advice. There's some horrific stuff out there. And people are doing it. Why? Well, I read about it on the internet. There's people who've lost their lives through going on ChatGPT, who've told them to do horrifically bad things. But ChatGPT told me, well, if you're living your life according to ChatGPT, you deserve everything you fucking got your half with. Wankers. Your nurse, the former secretary of the Royal College of Veterinarians. She told you it wasn't pets, it was companion animals. She wasn't wrong. It's mad, innit? And there's proof that if you have high blood pressure, if you stroke a cat or a dog, your blood pressure comes down. Just by the act of being with an animal and taking care of it, lowers your blood pressure. He looks like a frightened light leather jacket over the frame of a cheap bike. There you go, innit? Absolutely. He does. He looks like he's lived outside for the last 40 years. In a shed or a skip. When conspiracy believers and non-believing conspiracy exploiters run an entire huge country, you're in danger. It's money, isn't it? Clickbait, rage bait. Master that and you're alright. Horrible. Things need to change, man. Things need to change. Right, well, it is Sunday. And we have one more left to go. So a little bit of Horace.
I walked in the rain, felt it wash away my stress, made me feel renewed.
There you go, Horace isn't daft. Get yourself out there, get in the open air, walk in the rain, let it cleanse your very, very soul. It's great, feeling nature around you, feeling it on your skin, hearing it, hearing the birds. It's gorgeous, man. It's lovely, it was. He's quite a good poet, isn't he? A little haiku-it, Horace. Like the idea of you running US health policy via sensible Reddit. That would be great, Sam, you can do that. Have the Reddit alternative. Lowers blood pressure and releases endorphins, both good to have, definitely. Endorphins, very, very healthy for you. Which is why people love chocolate. And chilies. Similar kind of reasons, both release stuff. Chilies are probably better for you than chocolate though. Always a flared base. The subreddit's always a flared base. Please, please, please do not attach pictures to this. Lippy Horace, he's very lippy. Like those kids in the Elbow song. Which are settling like crows. Oh. I wonder how many of those Horace has done over the last couple of years now. Because they used to be twice a week, didn't they, to begin with? Not just on Sundays, used to be twice a week. Which was horrific. Having to come up with all that stuff. All that material. All by me lonesome. Terrible behaviour. He's only lippy because he's been eating jam butties, that's all it is. Strawberry jam. Raspberry jam, actually. Much better. I haven't had jam in ages. I bought a pot last year to have when my mum and dad were away, and when I came to have a look at it, it was empty. And my nephew had put on about 4 stone. Fat bastard. Lippy kids on the corner of streets, settling like crows. Yep. And I never perfected that simian stroll. Do you not know what a simian stroll is? Look at Liam Gallagher walking. That's a simian stroll. Ugh. Should stay away from the lip fillers, not very appealing. He seems to like it. He's getting a Brazilian butt lift next as well. Been talking about it. Lippy laminated Horace. How are we ever going to do undo the damage done to discrediting genuine experts, though? Just anyone with a harebrained idea and a white coat spreading dangerous garbage. I thought it was done. I thought once Dr. Andrew Wakefield became Andrew Wakefield and was struck off because he conflated the MMR vaccine with autism, didn't he? Once that was binned off as being stupid, so that's it. People are going to stop reading this shit, but no. Straight away. Oh, he's only been sacked because the government are trying to protect you from stuff. What? Question you have is why? What's the end game? Who's dictating this? It's money. All of it is money. Create rage, create clicks online. People who own things like 4chan and Reddit. It's all about money. And it doesn't matter if the entire world, it's like the banks and fossil fuel people. As long as the profits go up and up and up. Well, the place where you work, your fossil fuel places, the big tower blocks, will be underwater. There'll be no one alive. There'll be loads of money in a bank, in theory, but no one alive. Is that what you want? Might as well let them. If it's money, money for what? Money for nothing. Your chicks for free, man. You got jam for your camembert. That sounds like another book, that, doesn't it? Yeah, politics divide and conquer. And that's why our TV is shit at the moment. I don't mean Irish TV, that's RTE, isn't it? TV's awful. They're trying to make people stupid. Make people thick as fuck. Put stupid TV shows on. Married at First Sight. £1,000 twins, all that stuff. People are thick as fuck. Can't think for themselves. And then you can just move them around like chess pieces. The only way is Essex. No, there's also books. It's amazing, isn't it? Money to survive the climate emergency. There won't be, though, that's the thing. Unless they all go and live on the moon. Or Mars. But why not? If you've got the money, fuck off now and leave us. Let us look after the planet. Bell ends. Instead of folks becoming more critical in the critical thinking, health literacy way from that. Prefer to listen to the lizard part of the brain and believe he was censored. Yeah, I love all that stuff. People who are critical thinking never seem to be critical thinking. Do your own research. Why? What will I know? 52-year-old civil servant. How do I know better than some fella who's been working in health all his life, whose one and only thing that he checks on a day-to-day basis is how to fix this one issue? He's the world's leading expert. Ah, yeah, but my mate who works down the street there said. Fucking idiot. Can't grasp what's behind the chaos. People like the Koch brothers, fuckwits like that, money. Chaotic, distracted, easily confused populace, easier to move whichever way billionaires want. Keep them thick, keep them dependent, get a precariat at the very bottom level, and then you're only ever 3 meals away from, or a paycheck away from, 3 meals away from revolution. You're only 1 paycheck away from being homeless. The balancing act, isn't it? Lip fillers and plastic surgery, you don't get it. You're a fairly average looking man. No, you're not. You're waiting for the 10-inch penis surgery. Before that, you're out. Yeah. I'm not getting a reduction on mine for no one. Which way did he want them to move and why? No one knows. Speaking of being censored, not seeing some of the comments on screen. What? Have you got all messages rather than top messages? Guess we won't know until it's the end game, will we? Whichever is more profitable, or to stroke the ego, or when we go into the next set of world wars, you go there, and you go there. We'll sit at the back and eat lobster. Yeah. Trying to cut through the chaos and see what the bigger agenda is. Maybe in the hope that there is one, that there is a plan, or they're just making it up as they go along. People playing 1D chess. Someone that gets off on the power over but without consent. Pretty much, isn't it? Ali's gone, put you on and P-break. No problem. And P-break. Hang on. P-break. P-break. Literally doesn't need to be anything coordinated. Just divide and conquer, isn't it, like you say? We need to be able to do what we want, and to do that we need a populace who's not going to fight back. Only go so far, though. It just scratches that itch. Does only go that far. Same as empire building. You reach a certain point with empire building and it stops and falls apart. Which the Americans are going to find out at some point fairly soon. And then it'll be some other poor bastards who are going to be the next ones. China maybe, I don't know. Saw a dude on morning TV in the UK had such a big pain that he couldn't see his feet. And therefore fell over. 12.5 inches, what? Yeah, this morning there's been a few people on this morning. There was the biggest in the world and the shortest in the world on the same. Why is it on TV? Because they want to make us stupid, that's why. I can't watch This Morning. My mum and dad watch it every day. Good Morning Britain. All that stuff, just it's fucking stupid. Just absolute idiocy after idiocy after idiocy. The kind of thing that was in his dad's porno mags. Horrific, isn't it? It's the road that we're going down. Married at First Sight. TV shows. Love Island. It's only just, it's escapism. It's not, it's fucking idiocy. And it's done deliberately to lower the IQ of the nation. Just happened so quickly, it seems. The loss of sense. Yeah. Saw the Irish journalist questioning the White House press secretary about ICE. And she went mad calling him a lefty liar. Yeah, I saw that. Not a lefty liar. If you ask questions and you come up with the reason why things are bad and you point things out, you're not being lefty, you're being realistic. Saw the guy with the 0.9 centimetre one. Brave lad. Jeez, man. How often does that get recycled? Forever needing to know who's the longest. It's males, so probably on a weekly basis. Free round on Esther. Hope you wash your hands first. Common sense is definitely not very common. And it rarely stands out when you find someone who is full of common sense. Someone who's smart, well-read, versed. Doesn't happen very often. Make the most of it, man. It's amazing having conversations with people who genuinely are well-read, well-educated. What it is, right? 5G causes scrofula, lad. There we go again. See some sense sometimes. Ukraine and Venezuela. Russia and US doing a swap deal. Land resources. Well, that's what it's pretty much all about, isn't it? It'll be about rare earth minerals as well. Because obviously, computer chips, AI. The whole world can burn as long as we get our minerals. Feckin' Egypt. There will be a revolution, a global revolution at some point, hopefully, where these fuckers will just be thrown into the sea. Away with you. Got to be stopped. Can't keep on. And capitalism needs to stop. Always go on about growth. The only way to judge a country on how well it's doing is by its growth. You can only grow so much. If every country in the world grew, at some point there's nowhere else to grow. You just grow into the next country and start taking their stuff off them. When is enough enough? When do we stop trying to grow and start expanding our humanity? Take the working week from 40 hours a week to 20 hours a week. Spend the other 20 creating art, travelling, cleaning up after us, cleaning some of the plastic away. Do that instead. Don't work 40 hours a week in an office. Work 20. Spend 10 hours cleaning plastic out of the oceans, and that's you done for the week. Go and write a symphony. No, can't do that. Grind people into the dirt. Work until you can't retire. Work until you die. That's what it is, isn't it? Got to go to Mars to expand into new markets you have. In your head, it does that Putin's and Trump's are ancient men. In a decade they'll be gone. It's the Brexit vote thing, not consideration for the young. But some other dick will come out behind them who's like 50 now. Rare earth minerals is definitely where it's at the moment. It was George Monbiot a while ago. GDP is not a measure. Growth is finite. Exactly. But capitalism doesn't work that way, does it? Yeah, so Venezuela oil funds go straight into Trump's private Qatar account, not the USA. Private account. It's ridiculous, man. The sooner he goes, the better. $500 million. Fucking hell. And then there's a little cabal of people who are going to run Gaza after the Palestinians have been wiped off the map. Sir Tony Blair. Please, please, fucking please. Can you not send him to Mars as well? And the pardons that have been sold, isn't that ridiculous? There was someone that was pardoned after January 6th who went on to kill again. Is he forever pardoned? Hope there's a revolution. Hope it's a natural world driven one. It'd be great, wouldn't it? Sustainability. I think we've gone too far though. That's probably what they want us to think, don't we? So we don't bother. Which is why they keep persecuting Greta Thunberg. If you point out, it's never too late. Even if it's too late, it's never too late. Just keep on chipping away at it. You never know. Yeah, Blair, because Satan was unavailable. Several J6 folks have been recidivists. Because scum gonna scum, aren't they? What ridiculous. There was good people on both sides, he said, wasn't there? Really. Really. Bring back the way things used to be, where people cared about their own country. Let's start there. Go on to the world after that, but used to care about their own country. Where used to get into politics to try and help people, not help yourself, not help billionaires become trillionaires. Help the actual people. Get back to paying your fair whack. The first music video you edited was an Iron in Love song between Gordon Brown and Bush, if you remember correctly. That and a stop motion Lego thing with Tom Jones as a soundtrack. That's not unusual. Yeah, can't let the desire to exhaust us or make us feel powerless paralyse us. Fight back at every occasion. Read more books. Become more intelligent. Don't let them grind us into the ground. Funny how you knew about Greenland because of our Casper. See, we learn these things. This is how it works. We do stuff like this. We learn things. We talk about stuff. It makes us more worldly wise, more intelligent, more aware of what's going on around us. They don't like this. They'd rather have us watching shit TV instead. Cut interviews to look like the song. I love stuff like that. Yeah, Sam, it is difficult. But we've got to keep on doing it, man. We've got to keep on fighting back. It's never too late. And South Park, of course. Satire at its finest. Oh, sweet fucking Jesus. Keep fighting. You're so low on energy for it and overwhelmed, trying to hang on though. Sam, this is the thing now, isn't it? You've got to remember there's people just like you around the world. More than you'd realise as well. So all you got to do is keep on reaching out there, trying to find people who are in the same mindset as you. Keep fighting back against them. If they're going to win, make it the hardest fight they've ever had. Be the best, second best they've ever seen. There you go. They're not going to win it easy. Fuck them. Fight back. Trump's creating distractions from the upstart ears. And at the same time, those distractions are causing people their lives. Because it's not remotely important, is it? Doesn't matter how many people perish. As long as he doesn't end up in jug. Where he should be. We can only hope he gets his comeuppance. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in an afterlife, but I really would love there to be one, because so many of these fuckers are going to end up face to face and being told, you weren't listening at all, were you? You are evil. You are going way down south. And Donald, you won't get back this way because we built a wall. Creating more victims in the process. It's the only way it is, isn't it? People are dispensable. You, go on, you, doesn't matter, go on. The Iranian protesters, Trump acted like it would help them. He'll help them. He'll go in there. They've got oil as well, haven't they? He'll be in there. Little differences from us all, yeah. See your MAGA hat. Do you know that means you don't have to use a flare-based item? Yeah. Oh no, if you've got a MAGA hat, let them use it. Let them use it. You've been a pain in the arse to us. Go and help yourself. Low on energy. Menopausal here and now with the meds times 100. Ah, you be grand. Bleachers Lube. I saw Bleachers Lube supporting 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72. Saw a meme today with the text. Meanwhile, in the Faroe Islands, as Greenland gets invaded, and there's a scared Pikachu face. Yeah, could have left because otherwise you cry a lot of sleepless nights. Mad, innit? We'll fight back. The rest of the world will fight back. That's what happened with the Romans. That's what happened with the Ottoman Empire. That's what happened with the Brits. We've all been there. We've seen what happens. Might even happen in our lifetime. With someone like that at the helm. Let them eat bleach. That's the next one, isn't it? That'll be the one for the ages. Let them eat bleach. Oh man, I'm achy all over. Why am I achy all over? I'm aching all over. Does Donny have a bleach milkshake from Mackey's? He eats nothing else, does he? That'll be a good sign. All that saturated fat. Is Mandy still awake? She may be around. Maybe. Needs to exercise the knees. We do. I do anyway. I need to do way more exercise if I can. Just movement, fluid movement. I could do with winning the lottery. And having a swimming pool in the house. On behalf of InStride, yes, of course. Got to exercise the knees. InStride knows all about knees, fronts and backs, especially backs. Mandy is there. Always there in the background. Yeah, definitely, especially the back of the knees. The backs of the knees seem to whisper Louise. It's a song, isn't it? Oh, it was Birds in the Trees. Same thing. 'Tis yourself, so it is. Soak those backs of the knees in espresso. Let it go cool first, though. Don't put it in a thermos. Or, if you've got a thermos full of it, don't take it out. Auto-erect. Not good, is it? Bless. Mandy 2-timing. She's definitely not 2-timing. There's only me who streams on a Sunday. No one else is there. Or is there? Who else is out there at the moment? Who else is streaming? No planes, is there? There is sometimes. Learned fairly recently that overstretch your knees due to hypermobility. So you lock the knees. Out. Knees are horrible. Knees are horrible. Supposed to be fairly fluid, aren't they, and moving. If you get a problem with them, you have a problem with everything. I'd love to run. I'd love to run. I tried just moving from one foot to the other. Yesterday, I think it was. And it was the worst thing I'd ever tried to do in my life. I can get away with just walking slightly, but even trying to jog on the spot, I couldn't do. It's horrific. Still watching Just Not Chatting. Never complains about menopause. Menopause is weird. It lasts about 5 minutes in some people and 10 years in other people, can't it? Lucky genes. Yeah. It's not a straightforward thing, is it? You don't get it on a certain date and it lasts X amount of time. Keep a bend if you can remember. You've got some hypermobility as well. Soft knees. I am convinced my stroke was caused by my knee issue. Thankfully it happened, because if it hadn't happened, I would have drunk myself to death. How bad's that? No lad that had no collarbones. His party trick was to touch his shoulders together. Oh, fuck that Sky High. I hate stuff like that. Stuff like that used to be on the Word, didn't it? That and like stretchy skin, where you could put a fist through your skin on your shoulders and stuff. Ugh. Horrible. Horrible. Eek. When your mum got it, a 12-year-old sister kindly said, "Oh, mine isn't got yet," and your mum freaked. Fold them up. Rawhide. Look after your knees. And your ankles. In fact, you know what? Look after your entire bodies. Just a bit better. Regular walking helps. Tai Chi, if you can get yourself round to doing it. They seem to know, don't they? The folk in the Orient. Loads of Tai Chi. Loads of fish. Exercise. Loads of veg and fish. Rice. Eat healthy. Act healthy. Be healthy. You could fit into school lockers so he'd jump out and scare the shit out of people. Oh, bollocks to that. That's horrific. I hate that. Oh. Why can people do stuff like that? It's horrible. It's a lot to keep on the agenda, but we do what we can with what we've got. Where we are, we can. That's about it. You can't do any more than that, can you? I got lucky because I'm not living at home. No, it's not just that. I mean, if I hadn't had the stroke, I would have drunk myself to death. I'm pretty sure of that. The stroke stopped me drinking, and I think I'll live longer as a result. But also, I did get lucky because I'm not living alone, but yeah. If I hadn't had the knee injury, I wouldn't have had the stroke, I don't think. I would have carried on drinking as much as I was. And the blood pressure would have been kept artificially low through the exercise. So I think possibly I've extended my life by almost losing my life. Knew a guy from school that could do that as well. He was a skater, but deeply Christian. So seeing old women on the butt react to him and see them as he opened the Bible. What? Studying facial features. Good thing. It is a good thing I stopped. Otherwise, I wouldn't have lasted until late in life. My kidneys or my liver would have packed in. Bus. I thought you meant butt, as in, seeing an old woman on the butt as someone fell over. That happens. One medical incident makes a positive difference. Unintentionally, it does. How many people have done something, ended up in hospital, and then they're going, "Well, we checked you out, we've realised that you've got this and this and this as well." If you hadn't have come in with, who was it who went in, someone had an MRI scan, I was reading this recently, a standing MRI scan on something, and when they got it done, they noticed there was a shadow, so went and got another check and caught a cancer very early, which if they hadn't have looked, possibly could have been curtains, like, you know. If you find something, get checked. If you're not feeling well, get checked. It's the thing, isn't it? Fellas, if you find a lump down south, get them checked. If you're shitting blood, get checked. It's horrible. Talk about it. Talk to your mates about it. Start these bloody conversations. Men need to do that. We need to talk about more. Women will quite happily talk about all kinds of stuff, which is why they live longer than we do, obviously. Plus they aren't fucking stupid like we are. And when your dad died at 52, it was bad, but also a huge relief. The strain of having a parent that drank and constantly worrying for them. Yeah, you don't realise. Do you know what I can imagine that? Yeah. Just horrific, innit? He said I fell onto the table. If you're alone, that's different. Yeah, well, that would have done me self-damage as well if I'd have done that. Luckily, our Morgan caught me and threw me onto the sofa, so I was saved from that. But if I'd have carried on drinking, I wouldn't have made it till, what am I on now, 53? Almost 53. Don't think I would have made it till 60. If you're shitting tea, you're probably Walter Freimeyer and your thermos is probably cracked. At which point, can you send it back? Can you get a refund? Especially many can't, or feel they can't see the doc for financial, or work time off. Yeah. Big incident means medical care for the first time in a long time, which it's against what you should be doing. Get in early, get it saved. You don't go for the massive 6 months in hospital with £4.3 million of payments to get. Catch it early, you'll be all right. You might see your dad go home with a 26-year-old when you yourself was 22. Fucking hell, man. Rough. Friend had testicular cancer at 23. A year later, he got cancer in his kidney, and half his belly muscles. What? Sorted now, but his son got testicular cancer at age 15. It's fucking horrible, isn't it? I had two mates who got it, who thankfully spoke about it after it happened. Both of them got a testicle removed, and then were quite happy to speak to the mates because they'd gone through it, rather than anyone else risking going through it. They'd speak about it, which I think has probably helped many a person that they come into contact with. But to go that far, for it to get that far before people had talked, ridiculous, isn't it? Same with you, Esther. Sad, but also a relief because it was a burden. It must make you feel guilty thinking that as well, but you can't, can you? That's the way it is. You've got a student that had testicular cancer in high school. It's another thing that can hit at any time, isn't it? So you've got to teach young boys, when they are young boys, what to look for. Fucking horrific, man. And of course, lads being lads, Kenny, who it happened to, got called Kenny Womblonk. And we all laughed about it, and he laughed about it. But I think it woke quite a few of us up, to be honest with you. And when you ask that question, does anybody check theirs regularly? Always check mine of a morning, make sure they're still there. You know, genuinely, do you actually check them? Do you know what to look for? All those questions, you know what I mean? What am I looking for? Lumps. Oh, found two. Now I'll tell you bollocks. Have you found any actual lumps on there? It was one of your peer health educators, so we'd talk about it with other young men. The way we've got to do it, you can't be holding it back just because it's embarrassing. Hell, man. Mid-teens to mid-20s, the main age range for testicular cancer. It still happen later in life, but not so much in that old age. Exactly, this is what happened with my mates as well. They were in the 20s. Yeah. Still got to talk about it. And us as elder men, older than the 20s, need to talk about it with the youngsters coming through. We need to educate them as well. How to behave, what to look for as well. Don't be embarrassed. Or if you are embarrassed, so fucking what? It's better to be embarrassed than to be carted off in a cardboard overcoat, innit? Or wooden overcoat even. Lads can get breast cancer too, they can. It doesn't get mentioned too often, but you can. Have a feel. You find any lumps, speak to your doctor. ASAP Rocky, man. School with a bloke called Finn, you called him Einstein. Fell off a roof and hit a fence and lost a bollock. That stunted his ball growth and he had to have penile enlargement. You protect them a lot from bullying. Fucking hell, man, that's heavy, that, isn't it? At least he fell off and he was alright. Unlike Rod Hull. Yeah. I think we've got to take the lead in stuff like this. Us elderly and middle-aged men. Talk about it more often. Encourage dialogue. That's the thing. Encourage dialogue. Nothing wrong with talking. Nothing wrong with speaking about these things. One embarrassing conversation can prolong your life. Remember that. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. That reminds me, I better check myself later. Just don't do it on the back of the bus or anything. Do it at home. After having a bath as well. It's the main thing, isn't it? Or after a shower. Bit of a check. See if there's anything in there that shouldn't be in there. You know, wireless, Bluetooth, stuff like that. I'm not surprised they bloody change them. Self-inflicted deaths are massively high amongst men. 75 to 80% depending on the country. Yeah, we've got to talk to these young lads about all manner of things. The behaviour with women. Looking after themselves. What to do, what not to do. We have experience. Share these experiences. Share the wisdom of the age. We had that thing between our legs has such a big influence on our self-image. It shouldn't do either. It shouldn't do. It's all big enough to fill a pram, isn't it? Know what I mean? Oh, anyway. Where's my stuff? Anyway. I'm knackered. I've got a crown, you are. You're in the top 3 chatters. But when the screen is clean, you know what that means. Come on, we're having a dance, we're having a boogie. Come on, get your dancing shoes on. It's time.
Another great night here at the Dales Pause. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat and told the odd joke. Now get in a hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.